You ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
You put two of America's Most Wanted in the same mother bleeping place at the same mother bleeping time. Y'all messed up now. So we're testing the DMC limits to see if I sounded exactly like that song. If you guys know what song that is. Apparently people wanted a holographic Tupac and not a fat 50. So I don't know. I mean, like, yo, dude, like, I mean, he's got to make some type of money. He lost all that vitamin water money. How do you lose? 360. The best is he came out with a song, 360 million, right? After he sold that vitamin deal. He's like, I got money, it's a song. And he goes, I could waste all my money. I'll never go broke. Well, he sure as crap did. So he's getting it.
You never think it'll end until it does.
No, I know. All right, we got an interesting show. Corban might be coming in. Unfortunately, we got to send out prayers and thoughts again 2 weeks in a row, or 2 shows in a row, man. Hopefully everything's all right out there for him and his family. Second off, well, we got a lot of cool people in the chat, and thanks for everybody that watched the other show. Oh, did you guys? There's an IDWS sale today, just so you guys know, up to 60% off. So if you guys haven't been over to IDW,
is that where it was? I thought you said something. Wasn't it Midtown had Star Wars or something?
Oh, Midtown's having an S sale, 60% off to
That's what it was.
Midtown. Like so I know it's late in the game, but hopefully you guys have been out there, and if you haven't, you can do both at the same time. Get on your computer, put us on the TV, put us on the iPad, go on the phone. Go on the iPad, put us on the computer, whatever it takes to get us the views with us and everything else. Corban is all right. Yes, he just has there's a family emergency kind of thing. Somebody's not feeling so well. So, okay, Darth Lopez, what's going on? Let's try to read it. Who was the first one in? I think it was Eric. Eric says hi.
Yeah.
See you, Eric. Eric's a champion. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. All right, Darth Lopez, what do we got here? The castle. The castle.
Oh, what that is?
The castle and the crown. Birthday cakes. I don't know. Lopez, you got
crowns. One for you. There's one for me.
Okay, 2 crowns. Yeah. Oh, we're the kings. That's a new thing with the hip kids. They call each other my king.
I thought we were Tango and Cash.
My queens, huh?
I thought we were Tango and Cash.
Well, we are, but like, what did you not hang out with the Utes anymore? It's like Pete, my king. Nah, it's like saying my friend or my homeboy, I guess, or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. No, I
don't speak that, but that's all right because I enjoy where I am in life.
Joe, with old dudes and little kids, so I miss that window of the cool kids. Like, I
still wear dad jeans and Skechers, bro. Joe, hey gang, firework. That's good to see. What's going on, Rennavision to Astro? This is what I want to know. What is this? I do it all the time too. What's the hand clap away? What does that mean? Yo, Marco. Does that mean I got no weapons? What does that mean? Got nothing in my hands? What are we doing there? I don't know. I don't get it, but everyone does it. I think it's a good thing.
Maybe it's a dealer thing, like at the casino. Yeah, you're all done. Like,
yeah. Wow. Yeah. Also did better than any videos we've ever put up. The Old Republic game trailer.
Oh,
it's kind of cool, dude. That was really cool. The Magnus thing was like, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. When everybody's all routing about doing specials on Revan, like, yo, man, like, if they're going to do something, I think, I mean, that sure opens up a big possibility. But I doubt they're going to do anything with that. I think they're keeping the only one.
Stick with the games.
We'll talk more about some of the stuff next couple of days on the Star Wars show there on Sunday. But what's up, Obi? Me and Obi were talking today, planning and scheming. He is okay. It's not him. He just got to take care of the family. Double J's, what's going on? JJ, good to see you. Hey, all. Hi, says Lopez. Is that what the other thing said? I don't know what that is. Callie, what's going on? Yo-Yo Ma, is that all right? Yo-Yo Ma. Okay, I guess it is. It's a football stadium, as in a soccer stadium, because he spelled it with a U. Okay, I don't know what that means. Don't ever say kings and queens again. Is that a thing, Astro? Is it not annoying? Like, it's annoying. Kids say dumb things. All right. Well, good thing you're all about the High Republic 7 and all High Republics there, Darth Lopez, because we're going to be talking more of that on Sunday. Seems to be doing pretty well. Deadpool in Doctor Strange.
It's in the news sticks.
We're going to hit the news. Hell, hey Ronnie, good to see you, Ronnie G. Good to see you. Good to see you. Almost missed you. All right, we're gonna be sitting here talking this all day, or we're gonna get into some news. Let's get into some news. What's
right.
sorry, Kelly Comics.
News. All right, we can get to the news. All right, news. We do have your news for today, February 16th, 2020.
That's a good one. I think I'm gonna call you Kangs from now on instead of Kings.
Kangs?
My Kang Pete. There you go.
Well, what are you gonna do for Queens then? Gonna have to come up with something.
Lopez, you cannot ban people that are not speaking Russian bot songs. Okay, take a double check. All right.
Yeah, we don't accidentally boot Ronnie again.
Yeah, dude. It was a ban fest on Sunday for no reason. What are we doing with the news though, Pete? What do we got going on here?
I got to start off again. We still haven't worked out whether we're going to do a top story or not, but we'll start off with the box office report.
Oh, the box office it is. I have not reviewed news, so this is all going to be first time reaction to me.
Oh, then I got plenty for you. Well, first is not all that interesting. It is a rather slow week with Death on the Nile being number one. I do want to see this, but it's not the most exciting movie out there. But I do want to check it out.
You mean Uncharted isn't killing it at the box office?
It did all right. That was last weekend, though. We skipped it. We
It's not even holding on to anything. That's all I'll say.
But it was still number one. But now, it's not there. But here was the last weekend. Yeah, nothing super special.
Wait, where's Uncharted?
I don't know.
Not you and everybody else is saying that was going to be a banger.
I was going to try to go see it on Friday too. Like our son has off from school, so we all took the day off. We're going to try to do a movie since I figured it's going to be empty.
Yeah.
Might go see Spidey. Might go see Uncharted. We'll see how things play out. But speaking of Spidey, I had worried that it wasn't going to do it.
Oh, it hasn't even come out yet? Oh, it comes out on Friday, maybe.
That's why.
It's so bad we didn't even know it came out yet.
That's right. It comes out tomorrow.
All right. Well, you just said it was awesome last week. Okay, box office milestone.
No, I thought it did, but no, that's right. I was looking at the movies coming out. But it did pass Avatar.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
Barely, but it still passed it yesterday. Avatar was at 760 and a half, so 761. It's officially passed it.
You guys are going after fucking Iron.
It's like 1.8 billion worldwide too, so I mean, it might creep into the top couple, but
okay,
who knows?
Let's see.
And then we got a bunch of Strange rumors.
Okay, Doctor Strange.
Yep, we all heard the voice, right? What does it mean? I don't know if it means that much or means what it means.
Marvel's never done a deep fake trailer before. That's
exactly like just because that's when we heard it doesn't mean that's when it's going to happen. It could mean literally nothing. It could be just like all the voices we heard in Rise of Skywalker. Were they?
I hope we get to. I'm like, listen, I like X-Men way more than I like Avengers and all the other properties. So
really,
yeah, oh yeah. I love X-Men.
I mean, I like the X-Men comics, but I was always disappointed with the X-Men movies.
Oh no, yeah, the X-Men movies suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's what I thought you meant. That's what I was like. Oh,
no, but I think like, but with that being said, we haven't had this group do the X-Men.
No, I know. That's why I'm excited. But we'll see. So leading out of that obviously it leads everybody in the world to go spending tons and tons of money on New Avengers 7 because everybody assumes we're going to get the Illuminati.
Oh, the Illuminati. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
1, 2, 3. We're not just going to get 7 Kangs.
It could be Kangs.
7 timeline people.
I mean, look, they haven't introduced Mr. Fantastic yet. You think they're just going to do it now out of nowhere? Black Bolt crap on ABC TV.
Yes.
More we might be getting Professor X from another universe.
Look, I'm trying to dump a bunch of these. Stop. Yes, they're all coming.
Dead.
All the rumors are true. Yes.
Even if it is
what is this
council, it's not going to be the same. So I don't know.
Pasties? Yeah, I mean it could be. Who cares?
Hey, I know that guy. I went to college with him.
Woohoo! This guy right here. Roel. He looks like a good player.
He's about Meatball.
Huh?
His nickname back in college was Meatball.
Maybe he doesn't like that nickname anymore, though. He's a grown-up now.
I know. Well, it's all right. Well, Filipino brethren right there.
What does that have to do with meatballs?
I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just
You're a meatball. Okay. I had a nephew they used to call Max the meatball. Then one day I told my kid, you can't call that kid Max the meatball, especially considering he could probably beat you up. So let's stop with that real quick. All right.
Oh, where was Styx's question? Because it's coming up. Actually, not yet. Following this one, because a lot of people are also guessing that Mr. Fantastic they saw him in the trailer. Didn't you see him?
Yeah. No. What?
See, look, that's him, right?
Yeah. Who is it again?
Do you see him in the chair?
Well, no, I saw the one where they redid it, where they put a different face on him. I saw that on the internet.
Well, that's got to be Mr. Fantastic. Or this is the thing. This is what Styx had shared. I could kind of see it in the background. I mean, that could be.
What the shit is that?
That's Deadpool, like doing kind of like a. But just because you see that glimpse into a multiverse universe, I don't think.
Time out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because Fox, so they own Deadpool now.
They own it. Yeah, they own it now, so they could reference it. They're going to be making a Deadpool 3.
I think it's Mephisto. So how many? So is this the new thing? This is like the Book of Fett, where every character is going to show up.
Yeah, everything is in this.
Everything's going to be okay. Okay.
But Ryan Reynolds already. I mean, granted, just because he says he's not in it.
What if it's a form of the Infinity Watch? That could be very interesting.
That could be kind of cool.
That I think. I think so. Blade was one of the 7 people in there. He's part of the Infinity Watch now.
No, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused. And Mephisto, of course. Was there. Yeah.
But Ryan Reynolds says he's not in Doctor Strange 2.
No, he's lying though. We saw him in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like Andrew Garfield. He's lying. He's got to be lying.
Deep fake.
But I honestly don't think just because that's in the picture doesn't mean anything beyond that. Just an Easter egg. Just an Easter egg to pick out.
Well, good. Glad a lot of people have content to create this week.
All right, so our next one deals with Batman. And apparently, some fan has decided that...
You ain't lying, Joe. You ain't lying.
His wife is due to give birth to their first child the day Batman comes out, that he's not missing that movie. He will meet her at the hospital after it's done because he doesn't want it to be spoiled.
Okay, that's terms for divorce right there. What kind of loser? I'm sorry, you're a loser. You're literally a loser.
Hey,
no, there's no what. You're a loser. Like, I mean, it's just something it's like waking up. You don't want to wake up sometimes. You just gotta wake up and put on your big boy pants. Like, seriously. What type of loser? Where's this? This has gotta be Florida, right?
I don't know where it was. I think the story originated on Reddit, and it was like the question was like, am I an a-hole? And
no, you're a loser. You're a loser, sir. Yes, good day. Even Zaggy gives them the loser call. All right.
And I got another bit of DC news. Who asked for this? Who wants a Wonder Twins live action movie? This is why I'm convinced DC.
Steve Horn has been asking, guys. I turned up the gain, so if it's too loud, just let me know. But Steve Horn has been asking about this for years. He has, since I've known Steve Horn, he has wanted a Wonder Twins form of animation or something else. So
we can get Gleek in like Super Pets or whatever. We don't need to force it here. I just don't care. I didn't like them on Super Friends, and I liked Super Friends.
Okay, well, I mean, listen, DC needs to do whatever it can to attract attention. So maybe, Pete,
this is the wrong way.
Maybe it's not for you.
I just don't understand how they can all miss. It's like Sony. Like, why? Who's clamoring for Madam Web? Like, why do we need a Madam Web?
Clamor for it a long time ago.
Like, I don't give a shit which Madam Web.
Long time ago. What's wrong with Madam Web? Why is Madam Web?
I don't think she's a character who warrants having her own movie.
Dude, she was big in the cartoon. You don't know what. You don't know that.
Ever have her own comic book? Like, she can't carry a comic book. Why could she going to carry a feature film? Is all I'm saying. Nobody don't use the character, but
you're listen. They succeeded with the Avengers. Nobody read the fucking Avengers. Nobody likes the Avengers. Nobody.
The characters were all
Oh,
known.
wow. Four was so great that you could get all his whole run for thy $2.
You were
for
still
the entire run, yo. And
they hit
Iron
the
Man.
right time. They hit the right nostalgia time with a lot of
only
us.
reason people bought any
remembering
Iron
all
Man
their Secret Wars figures and characters.
Whatever. Pete Davidson.
Oh, come on. I mean, I'll check it out, but why pick there? Why start there?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, can we get a creeper? That is a good thing. Can we get a creeper?
Yeah, well, now you're just placating the Marcos.
Yeah.
His favorites.
Yeah, Creeper's it's in my top 5 best DC characters of all time. He's actually a better version of Joker and makes sense. Like he does. If you look at him, like unfortunately, but if you look at the Creeper, like he's a better version of it, and he makes more sense as a villain. By the way, we're doing the worst villains of Batman and the worst Marvel villains, excluding X-Men. So we'll be able to see how some of these mindsets work and how bad some of these villains.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, our next story is specifically put in here for you because I know how much you like it.
You read it now, Zaggy.
We're getting a new Star Trek movie. So Chris Pine and the crew are coming back together, obviously without Chekhov, but
are they going to stop for White Castles? That's all I care about.
Maybe.
Why
are you making fighting White Castle? You like Cowboy Bebop?
No, because this is going to be Kumar and Harold.
You like Cowboy Bebop?
So Harold movie, correct?
Picking on Harold Joe, or
no? That's what I'm saying. Oh no, wait. Are they going to fight zombies? Are they going to fight zombies?
I do like Simon Pegg, but
Shaun of the Dead.
But Chekhov is unfortunately gone.
Who?
The Russian kid, Anton Yelchin. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, in real life?
In real life, yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I was about to make a poorly tasted joke, so I'm glad.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not there. But and also we did have another loss this week in the film industry where Ivan Reitman passed away. So
I know none of these people.
You know Ivan Reitman?
No.
Did Ghostbusters.
Oh, that guy with the big old teeth?
Oh yeah.
Like what we do with the big old teeth.
Yeah, that was his family. His son is a director now too. Is it Jason?
Yeah.
Max, or is it Max?
Probably has a director name. No offense to you. Sorry you lost your dad, but you probably still. Yeah. What
Ivan Reitman? He did Ghostbusters, Meatballs, Stripes.
I like this guy. Yeah, Stripes was funny as shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's
stuff. Big teeth guy here. Sorry to hear he passed, but he hasn't had a good movie in 40 years. All due respect, and I can watch his shit.
Everybody has a time and a window, but let's move on over to streaming.
Animal House is dope. One of the best ever. You know what Pimple says? All right.
I'm a zit. Get it? So watch them now. I just finished Punisher. I still got to get through the last season of Jessica Jones, but these shows are all leaving Netflix at the end of the month.
Did it bounce back? I think it bounced back in season 3. 2 was tough. Was it 2 that was tough? I can't remember, guys.
Which one?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, I didn't love season 2, so I don't know what season 3 is like.
Unfortunately, Purple Man made that show good.
He did.
I think that was a truth where a villain could carry a series. But I like Luke Cage once again. I was disappointed.
I did too, but at the same time, once Mahershala Ali died, that second half of the first season, it dipped a little for me because Diamondback just wasn't as cool as him.
Huh.
It was just a little bit of a step back. Like the bigger bad wasn't bigger and badder to me, so that's why it kind of. But then the second season, I liked what they did with the second season of Cage.
Yeah, season 2, not so much. That's what I thought. Yeah, Daredevil got better, progressively better as it went on.
Yeah.
You know, Iron Fist was just a mistake from the get-go. So
I like Punisher too. Punisher season 2 wasn't bad.
I do, Obi. I think they're gonna bring it all over. Punisher season 2 is okay. Yep.
And speaking of which, since I literally just finished that this week, this is going to be going to Hulu when it comes back because apparently he's coming back and it's going to go over to Hulu.
That's because nobody's buying Hulu right now, so now they have to put it on Hulu. But we always thought, wasn't that what we thought the darker stuff would go to Hulu?
Yeah, because I think that's what you have to do because it's got to be a little darker. Not to say it's going to be that, that bad because I still think it's still Disney. So they'll probably. Then again, that Hitmonkey had some.
Hey, Project Toy.
That Hitmonkey had some bloody stuff in there, so who knows?
Yeah, no. So I think they're kind of starting to go. There's a storyline where Luke Cage, kind of almost like the Shadowland thing for Daredevil, where he takes over for the hands.
They took over.
So I think they're all going to start taking over all the defenders. Were going to start taking over like certain street level
the
stuff.
crime bosses.
Yeah. It would have been pretty cool, man. It really would have. They probably
I just didn't like the Defenders though. Was that just me? But the Defenders series as a whole was just weak.
I think the what's her name, Misty, and what's her name, kind of shined in there. I thought Luke was okay.
Wing.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of them trying to push up Iron Fist because he was so bad, and you know, I mean, it was not. Once again, I think. But
yeah, the Defender series was just
too
forced. They're trying to make them all kind of fit together, and it just, I don't know, it just wasn't well.
Like I said, I think if it broke back off, and all of a sudden they became the villain team, and then like the dark, not villain, like the bad Kingpin, good guys.
We'll see.
Interesting. You like Daredevil? I would actually say I like Luke Cage. I like the first season of Jessica Jones the best. Then I liked Luke Cage. Then I liked probably Punisher, Daredevil.
I don't know. That's a tough call.
And then I think Iron Fist and the Defenders are on the same level. All right. That's just interesting.
Well, this is just Loki is coming back. As we know, but Mobius is coming back. So Owen Wilson will return as his character, which, happy to hear. I did like the series.
I always think it's weird people who have broken noses that just don't go. I mean, just get your nose fixed.
That's his thing.
No, it's not a thing. They don't even, like the old days, you just had to break it back in place. Okay, I get it. You're too big of a pussy to have that done. But like now they can give you a little bit, they can, it's, whenever I see people with their nose broken, I'm like, oh, wait, why didn't you get put back in place?
Well, he just likes it like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's weird.
Anyway, we got to get the finale tomorrow, but I am happy to report that we are getting a season 2 of Peacemaker.
Great.
All written and directed by James Gunn, too. So.
This is why I never give up on series, because if the watching the first one of this, I would have been like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, the first episode, even though it has the same kind of vibe, I thought it was like, I don't know if this is going to work.
Yeah.
But it did. Eventually settled into its groove, and yeah, I like it. Definitely like it.
Yeah, it's been great. Maybe they could. I don't know if they do that. Punisher did it. Warzone with a pencil? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he put a nose back in place with Warzone.
Oh,
that's right.
What are you talking about? Did what?
Yeah. Put the nose back in place.
I gotcha. I didn't know we were talking about the nose thing still, but I forgot the delay.
I didn't know. Season 2, but this is amazing so far. I can't wait for the finale. I'm glad they're getting it. Gunn started off slow, but man, he's not he's shooting on full cylinders here. Maybe next week.
I don't even know if it was so much that he started off slow. I just don't know if I knew what to expect, and then I didn't know if it would work continuously. I don't know.
We should really do a Marvel and DC characters that we wish Gunn would write. That'd be an interesting ranking system, I think. Oh, sorry to hear it, Callie. Well, you're 7th grade. That makes sense, I guess. It's still crooked, but can't you get something done for that? I don't know.
Well, I broke my nose when I was 9, I think. I had a sheet tied around my neck like a cape, and I was doing a flip off the couch, and I got caught up in the cape in the air, and I kneed myself in the nose, and I broke my nose. So the cartilage, I can push my nose one way, but I can't push it the other. It's not crooked, but the cartilage inside, it bends to one side, but it doesn't bend the other way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
I'm not gonna mess with it. It's at this point, it's been over 30 years. I ain't gonna do anything about it.
Yeah. I guess when you're a kid, if you broke it, that's different. Because especially back then, you guys
had it forever. He had it in Bottle Rocket. That's how his nose looked.
Yeah, but he's in Hollywood, so why wouldn't he get it fixed? He's got a lot of money.
Because I think it's noticeable. Once you make it into Hollywood in your indie film, and people see you, they're like, "Oh, so now you're getting work done, Mr. Fancy Pants." And maybe he didn't want to do that.
I don't think anybody's gonna say, "Hey, dude, your nose looks wrecked because you broke it. Please get it put back to place." Oh, fancy pants.
All right, this is gonna be our bridge.
Oh, Super was good.
Our bridge moment, because here we're still in streaming talking about HBO Max, but apparently we're not getting that Last of Us show until next year.
What's Last of Us again?
That's that video game. And it's going to have Mando. I think it's Mando, right? Pedro Pascal, I think, is playing the guy
who got the rugged good looks. All right.
Popular game, though. That should make for a good series. I still haven't played it.
So they already set him up to be a conduit for the mutants because he's got 3 freaking mutants in his bloody movies already. So
true.
Does he? Yeah, they're good. They like those games. Okay.
Hey Wade. Hey Yukio.
Who's Yukio?
In Deadpool 2, he kept saying "Nah" to Negasonic's girlfriend. She was like, "Hey Wade." Like, "Hey Yukio."
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Just popped in my head.
Not Colossus. By the way, the guy that plays Colossus is just he's a wiener bag, man. He's not a bad guy. Just dude, if you're gonna play PSA for the day, if you're gonna play a character that is like all CG'd or in like costume, if you show up to a con, like, you know what I mean? Don't come as lengthy tall guy who nobody fucking knows. Like nobody gives a shit who you are. I play Colossus. Yeah, so did my nutsack. So there you go for that one. All right.
Anyway, we're kind of still in streaming a little bit, but again, this is kind of tying into gaming news.
Oh, you see, this is what I was telling people. Remember about 6 months ago, I was like, you guys better start looking at some of these properties that they're going to be able to start pulling out of here. You know what I mean? Grab your Apex.
This could be expensive to make.
No.
It could be cool.
Now,
well, it depends. I don't know if it's going to be CG or what.
What they did with League of Legends? I mean, but it's going to be
that's animated though. And I do like the animation. I do dig that.
They're not going to do live action BioShock.
Well, a lot of it's underwater. I mean, that's just the tricky bit. You CGI the water.
All right.
Used to have tight sets. I don't know. They could technically do it. I just don't know if they will.
I don't know if Netflix got that type of bag, to be honest with you. What's going on, Tiger Fett?
Kidding me?
They don't run a profit. They're still in the neg.
Well, that doesn't mean they don't spend. Whatever they do, Witcher still looks good. Whatever they're doing, Witcher looks nice.
Yeah, Witcher looks good.
And this is a movie. This is not a series, so they only got to really
Yo. First off, how much is Witcher? Is a bunch of black drops and grayscale. It ain't like they're doing rocket science over with Witcher. Come on.
Well, they got monsters and things. They have to make the monsters not look silly.
They don't even have B. They got like D-rate actors in that thing.
Oh,
even one actor over there that's somebody besides Superman who isn't that good because he was Superman because that movie sucked. All the time he played Superman sucked. So they got him on the discount. Seriously, they got him on the discount.
You gotta remember.
Yeah, right. See,
hey, right.
That was open cast.
Just because they're not big name actors doesn't mean they're not good actors who they cast to play the role.
They went out to a LARP tournament and was like, who's the 5 best people at this LARP tournament? Cool. We're taking you with us. We just need you to do some cast stuff and this and that and the other thing.
Okay. LARPers or not, I do like Yennefer.
Yennefer, you like them crazy chicks, huh?
Yeah, I mean, she's a little crazy, but anyway,
she seems like
that
a
all said,
parent.
Sticking with our video games, Sonic 2 hasn't even come out yet, but they're already going to do a Sonic 3 and a live action show for Knuckles.
That's good. The kids like the Knuckles.
They do. I don't know, out of nowhere, my son's been playing Sonic like almost every day instead of Mario.
They like the Sonic. They like the Knuckles. They like the other. The robot Sonic one, whatever that one is. I don't know which one that is.
What is that one named?
I don't know. A kid asked me the other day. He's like, the Sonic that's got the glowy red eyes all the time, but sometimes one's blue and I like. That is only Sonic. All I know is Sonic Tails, Knuckles, and there's a chick version.
Got me thinking of Proto Man, but no, that's Mega Man. Where's JJ when we need?
Yeah, one rule to.
This one.
How about them though? You gotta give your hat up to Paramount.
Could be Shadow. Eric could be right. Might be Shadow.
Is that it? No, I don't think it's. Oh yeah, it might be Shadow. Maybe
I don't. Shadow. I think he might be right.
What's funny? Yeah, the only crappy thing is Jim Carrey. I get you that. They should probably change that too, but they could probably do it because the one thing that's cool about Parliament is remember when they let out the original like teaser for this and people were like, "Yo, Sonic looks."
Oh, he did look weird.
Yo, he looks just strung the bleep out, and they were like, "Yo, you're right. Let's change it." and they changed it,
and they actually changed it, and I think they did themselves.
This thing's a hit, man. The
It
kids,
is. My son's still watching it.
Kids, I mean, my kids don't. I'm like, yo, I got it on Sega, bro, and they're like, on what now? I said, well, you can't hook it up because of the connection wires, but like, he's like, you're old, Dad. How did you play this as a kid? I'm like, yo, man, how you pay the bills in this house because you want to get thrown out.
They have it on Switch though, because Nintendo owns them now.
We don't want to do that yet. My kids are still young ones. They get like 1 hour.
Son's playing. 9. He's still rocking his Switch. He's playing.
They get it on the Fire. They can do the Fire thing. But only 15 minutes or 30.
But anyway, still,
Terry was about as good as Resistance, bro. Seriously. Seriously.
Well, I don't know about Resistance. Anyway, this news came from JJ, and it is interesting, and it actually inspired me to wear my T-shirt that I decided to wear here. Is that apparently hundreds of rare sealed Nintendo and Sega games were discovered in a Nebraska storage facility. Sealed.
Yeah, that's just convenient. Huh? After the ET movement, I have a feeling we're going to see more and more of these warehouse.
We'll see what that does to that graded video game market.
That's the one thing that I always thought was hilarious about the Comic-Con numbers. And a lot of people didn't know it because there's always, especially in the early 2000s, there was always like these warehouse finds and trailers sitting out and wherever. So what is this? This includes
Chrono Trigger right here.
Oh, yeah.
Super NES, valued at over $2,400.
The only problem is the site that tracks it's also the site that auctions off a bunch of these games.
Yeah. But this is just, these are non-graded prices. These are if you just find these things sealed. And they also had Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. That was a lot of fun. I do remember playing that. $1,400. Final Fantasy 3 is like a $1,200 game, sealed. And Sunset Riders, which was another game.
Final Fantasy 3? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Daddy loves. And which one?
Sunset Riders was the last one, which is like $750. I like Sunset Riders. It's actually on my throwback Super NES. I don't know if it's on the original throwback or I got a jailbroke one. But
you ain't lying, leftover.
Anyway, classic stuff. Some of these games, and they're expensive.
I took care of it.
Interesting.
I took care of the Russian. Don't worry about it.
And we got some animated news. Speaking of turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. What the?
Yeah. Well, the logo is just the logo, which is fine. But if this is not any more than a rough draft of what these CGI turtles are going to look like, I don't want this.
Eastman's still alive. You know that, right?
Well,
he might die after this.
And I like Seth Rogen. He did all right with Invincible. Preacher, it grew into itself. The Boys has been okay. I've enjoyed that, but I don't like this. Yeah, it looks like a group of Kermits.
This has just got to be some bullshit he sketched himself, right?
I don't think he can draw.
Yeah, this is clearly the case. He can't fucking draw. I agree. Yes. So, and your point is, sir.
Yeah, I don't know, but yes, if this is it, I don't want any part of this. I don't want to watch this. But we have that. We are getting a Lord of the Rings anime movie as well. This is just concept art, but give me stuff like this. I'm all in.
Oh, I thought they were redoing 300.
No, Lord of the Rings. This will be the War of the Rohirrim, like the horse lords. I guess.
You gotta pay your rent. Go to Russia. They're broke all the time.
I don't know. But I don't know what type of animated movie this is going to be, but it's going to be for Amazon. I don't know if it's going to be like a League of Legends, if it's going to be cartoony or what. CGI. But we'll see.
Fruits are.
And also, speaking of Amazon, they also have this Boys animated series. I don't know if you saw the trailer for this.
No, they're going all in, huh?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like an anthology, and there's a lot of different animation styles for some of the stories they're telling, like some like one-offs. But I mean, it's not suitable for kids either. Or not suitable for work. So don't watch the trailer at work.
He's got an opinion on that. It says War of something. Rahim, he thinks.
Yeah, that's whatever. But it was interesting. So curious. This is actually coming out, I think, March. this animated show. So it'll be before Boys season 3, I think.
That'd be cool.
And then we got this Teen Titans Go DC Superhero Girls crossover.
I'm telling you, dude, the Superhero Girls is.
Apparently, it's coming out for sale in May, and then 4 days later, it'll be on Cartoon Network. So they're going to sell it, and then it's going to be on TV.
I'm telling you, DC got that girl thing on lock. Superhero Girls is like the dumbest shit you'll ever watch, and like kind of one of the most brilliant things you'll ever watch. They somehow figured out the code on how to do girl Teen Titans and make it like the same thing. Like make girls appreciate it. So it's not just dudes watching. I swear. I'll plop it down.
I believe you.
It's like a little bit younger too on some parts, but
yeah, I believe you. My son still watches it sometimes.
What, Superhero Girls?
Yeah, Superhero Girls.
Oh, so you know.
Yeah. He's an equal opportunity watcher. He'll watch everything.
Yeah. That's how our household is too. We watch all the shit. We're in a big Ninjago run.
That said, I don't know how I feel about this.
Clear your Ninjago comics. Go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about this next bit. This actually just dropped as I was doing the news. And I like John Cena, but
they did create.
Why are you doing a live action Looney Tunes movie?
This is going to get canceled before it hits, right?
Well, from what I quickly read, it's a live action Wile E. Coyote, I guess, Roadrunner movie. He's going to be some sort of human in it, like a lawyer or something. I don't know. I don't know. I like Cena, though. I think he can pull it off. I just think this is just going to be a garbage
Unless
movie.
Jessica Rabbit somehow shows up in this bitch, it's going to suck. See it.
We'll see. But that's it for our little bit of animated news. But like I said, that literally hit like the news as I was checking for comic book stuff at like 6 o'clock. We got some Legos.
Ooh, we love Legos.
I shared these in our Star Wars chat. I know JJ will probably have these, or Dom will want to talk about these on Sunday. So I'll go quick through these because
they finally revealed this leaked out this leaked out 4 days ago, which is kind of cool.
This looks kind of cool.
No, it looks really good. It looks better than what Black Series did.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, look,
I just question what the price point is going to be on, because if this is above the 40, they do $29.99, $39.99. It's above the $39.99 level. I'm going to be pretty upset.
Oh, it is. It is.
What do you mean it is?
I know it is. I know what the price is. It's going to get to it at the end. But it's also a bigger set. This isn't that small of a set. Did it say on the front? Let me see. What's that?
Don't tell me it's Mod Girl.
No. I actually, I don't know if you'll be able to read them.
Who is that?
It or not? It's not Mod Girl. It's like a dancer. I know I didn't do it. Like they're just extra people. It's Bib. You get Bib. You get Boba. You get Fennec. And then it's just extra people. There's like an extra Weequay. There's an extra like the squid head dude.
Yeah.
And then it's just a dancer. But
Fennec Shand looks rough as a Lego. Oh, get the fuck out of here!
It's $100. It moved though, like the set. Like you open up doors and walls,
like pieces for 100.
I'm just telling you, it has a lot to offer.
That does not have a lot to offer. Not for.
It is pretty small. That is small for $100.
For $100 sets.
Yeah, this is more like this is like a $60. I'm judging it Harry Potter size. Like this seems more like a $60 to $70 Harry Potter set, but it's $100.
This seems that's not what.
I'm just saying that's what it is.
You greedy little bastards. I can't do it, I don't think.
And then I know you saw this too. Your favorite ship.
I mean, no, it's not okay. It's just it doesn't make any sense. The N1 fighter doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but there it is.
Throw in a regular pit, and we might have a deal.
Yeah, you get your little baby Yoda figure. You get your,
they're gonna blow this thing up, right? Because they're selling all this merch ahead of time, just like the Razor Crest, so they're gonna blow it up real quick.
You get a Darksaber though. Look at that. You get a Din with a Darksaber. That's kind of cool.
You can already do that.
I know. I'm just saying, it's still kind of cool.
Yeah,
you could do it yourself. You get Amy Sedaris' character, and I don't know.
Here's one Gamorrean guard, JJ. You get one. You get one Gamorrean guard.
In the other set. Yeah, I think
this is all everybody's been looking for. That lady that's not that funny that they keep doing all the time. I do like that they give you the QT droid. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. How much do you think this one is?
It better not be $39.99.
It's not.
It better not be
$59.99.
Fuck out of here. No.
$60. Yeah, no, this is way too expensive for this size chip.
Dude, the People Mover is $39.99, which is more parts than this.
And you get also more figures too. You get more
figures. The both versions of the ATST are one was $39.99, the other was $49.99. It came with cool figures because you got Cara Dune in one of them.
You got Cara Dune, you got Mando, right?
Just to give everybody a reference of what Lego comes with. I mean, you could build my house out of Legos. How many Legos we have? This is not like just bought the Ninjago like training facility temple that comes with Master Wu and 12 minifigures for $100. No, that's what $100 set is though. That's $100.
It's usually a big set, and sometimes you get a little bit less.
Is 12
like
figures.
the IP. Like if you're getting like the Harry Potters, the Marvels, the set's gonna be a little bit more. Like that $100 set is gonna be $120 for that. But
this is overpriced. No,
this is way too much for this shit.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I agree. Like this is more than an X-wing, and you're getting more pieces with.
You know what they're getting though, and this is the problem with the FOMO kids. Like this is what happens. These FOMO kids, because they're fucking Pokemon here, right? Pokemon, they're collecting it all, right? Doesn't fucking matter if it's shit or not. They've got no taste. No offense to everybody that does it. I get it. You got a problem. But these Pokemon collectors over here, they fucking got to have it all. And it's like, yeah, but they're just going to keep jacking up. This is ridiculous. It's absurd. It's a trash travesty. But whatever. I'll just buy them on clearance like I normally do.
I got one more Lego for you. And I was surprised they're actually making this next one. This is not Star Wars related.
This isn't a Star Wars tax. This is clowns buying stuff thinking it's going to run up in price.
No. This is a bit of a Star Wars. They do. This is more expensive than normal. Piece-wise, like you see some of the sets that are $20 for Star Wars.
No, time out. Okay, now these adult ones are all very expensive.
This one's cool though. This is from the video game. This is from Horizon Dawn, or Horizon Forbidden West.
Is this $160, $180?
Well, this is a set, as you can see. It's pretty big. I don't know how many pieces are in it. It looks like it's probably a few hundred pieces, and should it be a decent size? But you know what? This one's only $80.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Oh no! Because these things were like at $100 price point for these adult ones, and they weren't like those frame wall ones, dude. There's a whole stack of them at Myers right now.
Could be wrong though. It could be on the small. Maybe this looks bigger than it is. Yeah. That's the only thing. Maybe it looks bigger than it is, and it's only.
There's one that no. There's look at how many pieces there is. There's 1,222 pieces.
But they're all little. Like they're all
maybe.
Like look how like in this neck, there's probably 100 pieces in this neck alone.
Go back. I want to go back and see if you had the box for the Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I did have the box. I was looking, I couldn't see it, but yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, let's see if we can see that because maybe they didn't see
the back of the box.
That's why, because they don't want to tell you the pieces on this. Because if they tell you the pieces on this, people are going to lose their shit.
And one fighter.
No, it doesn't say.
I don't see it on the box.
Yeah, this is rip off per piece. And by the way, they got like 8 exclusive pieces in this, so the thing's going to sell out.
I think that's the problem with the Naboo fighter. I think so many of these pieces are unique.
Yeah, your unique pieces. Yeah, fucking A.
Even Throne. Look, yeah, no, it's not on here.
Yeah, it's because they were ripping you off.
Yeah, they didn't want to tell you how much they're ripping you off.
Yeah, they're ripping you off a lot.
Well, I mean, it is still over. There's no way there's $100 set. This is
not. No, this.
Like I mean, this is 60. This is solid $60
set. Yeah, $60 set.
But anyway, those were our Legos. The Horizon one, I don't know how big it is, even at 1,200 pieces.
So
it's still short.
All right,
but it looks kind of cool. That one comes out sometime in May.
I don't know, man. I just bought all the actual dragons, the Ninjago dragons. I put 2 of those away a piece. The Star Wars sets, I have the AT-AT, the Cara Dunes. I got 3 of those I got on discount away. I put a big Yoda, the one that I built, away. But I mean,
I know you love the
figures. They're rare. You got to have them. They do. I get it, but man, dude, come on.
Yeah, that's still so expensive. But here you go, sneakers. I know you love sneakers.
Good. So ruin my day. Up the price of Legos, and then now talk about sneakers. Okay.
They're not. These aren't for sale, but they're showing off that Eminem was rocking these at the Super Bowl, which I think was kind of cool.
Again.
These are Jordans that were unique to him, I guess, with the high.
Olds, huh?
My name is Slim Shady, and then you see the backwards E on the tongue. Kind of fun. But these are not for sale. Like, there's no price point or anything for something like this yet.
He's an interesting dude.
Yeah. And even though I think I put this on the show before because they announced them, but now we have a price point. The Bart Simpsons will be $100 once they do come out.
Okay.
Look kind of cool. I mean, they're just pretty much regular dunks, bright colors, obviously, but
Jaggy's bought 3 pairs of these already.
I kind of dig it.
I like them. I don't know how primary colors. But,
And then we've done Unos before, but here's another set of Unos that came out. All wild cards on these Zoom Freaks. No price yet, but these will be this year too.
I mean,
I don't know. I just grabbed the weird stuff that ties into other things. They're not just sneakers.
As is, the only way to make it uglier.
Hey, look, you got the 50th anniversary Uno. They got Uno cards on them.
Who cares?
I don't know. That's it. It's just a quick little thing. I just like looking at weird sneakers.
No,
here, we got a couple of toys for you too.
To go to things too. I'm going the new con. I'm breaking out 2 new pairs of sneakers, and one of them are really flashy.
Now, believe it or not, I don't know if this is true or if it's just Todd being Todd, but apparently the DC multiverse outsells Marvel Legends last year, at least according to Todd McFarlane, because he did a whole post.
Todd McFarlane. God damn, those people.
I'm just saying, that's what he said.
I don't know where they outsold them in Ollie's. Because you can always find DC Multiverse in Ollie's.
That's the only thing I ever see in the stores.
Crap loads of that shit all over. So much of that. I want to know on the store level and what the price point is. Because McFarlane, by the way,
he's making more stuff though.
No, Lord, hey, look, BK, listen. No, yeah, maybe there. I think God, I don't know. I would die laughing. You know, though. The first time I saw like somebody wearing an expensive pair of tennis shoes, it was the Yeezys, the first generation Yeezys.
Oh, I don't even put any Yeezys in there.
Every kid was wearing them out in the fall in the Bronx, and I'm telling you, they're trash on the street all day, every day. They pick up trash 24/7 because there's trash out there. Yeah, Todd's a number dude. Okay, that's like.
No, those are Todd's numbers.
Those are Todd's numbers. Yeah. I mean, how many freebies did they give away? You know what I'm saying? Like Todd.
I know, but all I'm saying is they're doing more than just the DC now.
Todd and Rob have this figures thing that was in
the Witcher figures. He's got a little bit more.
He does have more volume, right? So are we going to consider like Marvel Legends? Are we also going to consider all?
That's what I don't know if that's what they're doing or not. Like,
yes. Yes, they do, BK.
It is. Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. The Yeezys.
Okay, this is my thing with him. So, yeah. Plus, he comes out with all these. But remember the great toy shortage of 2020? You know what toy was never shorted? DC Multiverse. They were always on the pegs. You couldn't find Transformers. You couldn't find Black Series. You could very rarely find Marvel Legends. But you know what you could find? DC Multiverse, it was there. He had them on pegs. They weren't filling them. Just saying. We've got Pete froze. He's so upset with the DC Multiverse. He froze. Yes, BK for life. Them's is some ugly kicks. Okay.
Yeah. I do have my new laptop. It's just not set up yet.
That's not a problem. We're going to get to it. All right.
Wait, I got to share the screen now.
Fine, so I don't know, man.
We're almost through the news. We just got to finish up through this. We got a couple more things.
Dude.
But yeah, we'll move on from this.
That's not why. It's because nobody was buying it sticks. They weren't filling them, bro. Oh my God.
I don't love this.
No, that repaint looks fucking terrible.
Doesn't it? Like, it just looks goofy. Like, he doesn't look like Black K to me. He looks kind of goofy.
Somebody already did a mock-up of a new one. That looks kind of cooler.
Yeah, but I mean, the other figures are...
Migs looks kind of terrible, too.
Migs, I don't know if that's why there's another. I think those might be 3 3/4.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not sure, but they did have the Black K box. Looks kind of cool.
Yeah, they're doing the comic boxes again. So that means, it's going to start off at GameStop and then it'll get every place else.
Yeah.
God, that looks so bad. It looks like he's squatting to take a shit too.
Oh my God. In the box. Yeah.
So
he just looks so lanky. Like that's not what they made him look like on the show. He looked.
Why give him a fucking bowcaster, dude?
Because that's what they had. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's on his back in the picture.
Oh boy,
it was a waste.
Yeah, matte black or a grayish, that would be kind of cool. All right, Pete, you froze again, huh? 2 times in one show. This is going to be a long show. The Mac blend, I think, would work better. They should have done a little bit of grayscaling. There was a thing out there. And you know what the problem is? They're going to call this a premium now because it's premium packaging. So it's going to be more than the new price of $24.99. It's going to end up going to like, I would probably say $26, $27 probably there, Pete.
I'm just having a rough night here with this.
That's going to be one of those. Hey, those are vintage collections. Cool. You declare Jedi. We can't listen. Jedi Sensei. You got to change the name. We can go with. I think we can go with that. His middle name might be Richard. He declared.
That episode was on today.
Huh?
I declare bankruptcy. You can't just say it and expect something to happen. I didn't say it. I declared it.
Where's it from?
The Office.
Well, that's why I'm not laughing at the joke.
He had Prison Mike as his avatar there.
Ah, okay.
But this isn't really toy related, but I put it in here anyway. Mondo's coming out with a pretty cool vinyl release for the Rogue One soundtrack. I know people collect these. But it looks kind of cool.
Okay.
These do well in the aftermarket. So if you get a hold of some of these, they definitely do well.
Was this going to be during record day or whatever it is?
Yeah, maybe. It just said Mondo release. So I don't know if it's related to record day or if it's just a Mondo special thing that they do.
Dearborn Music. World's Finest. All right. What do we got?
That's it. I think our final bit, we'll wrap up with some comics.
Don't worry, guys. If he freezes again, I've got a backup.
Yeah, if I freeze again, you're just going to move on. This is it. This is the last news bit. Might be some spoilers if you didn't read your books today or get some of these books today, but they said who our new Iron Fist is. We do know finally that it is, in fact, Swordmaster is the new Iron Fist.
The kid Swordmaster from...
Yep. He's got like bits of his swords in his arms, so he's not really Iron Fist per se, but the Kunlun Dragon, I don't know. Kind of have to read it. I didn't read the whole thing yet. I just kind of had to skim it because I didn't have a lot of time getting this stuff together, but there is our new Iron Fist. It is Swordmaster. Marco probably hates this because I know he's a big Thunderbolts guy, but I don't know how he thinks about this new Thunderbolts team because it doesn't look like the Thunderbolts to me. It looks like West Coast Avengers just...
Yeah.
Hawkeye's got a team of Avengers.
You can call dog shit cake, but I ain't eating it.
But we're getting a new Thunderbolts team. I do like the Nakayama cover is kind of cool, but...
Hopefully, I mean, God, fucking Hawkeye. I cannot... Another book nobody fucking wants to read. Nobody. You know how many pizza dogs I found? You want to know why? Because nobody read that shit.
Oh, it was good.
No, it wasn't. They were stupid. They even make fun of it with the who was it? The Pizza Bandit? No, what are the guys' names? The Bodega Boys, whatever the shit that is they have in there.
Oh no, the Bodega Bandit. That's
no. The bad guys, the Italian
Mafia,
Traction Mafia. That's what I'm saying. Bro, the Bro Boys, bro. At best, it was a mediocre like little one-off. Anyways.
Maybe. And then our last bit, I put this in for Corban so we can get some DC stuff in. But
hold on, I have a question. Why does it say down with Fisk? So the Thunderbolts aren't bad guys anymore. Now they're good guys. The whole point of the Thunderbolts is that they're sketchy, and you froze. Dang it! I have so many questions. Chat. These are my questions. The Thunderbolts, they turned it from a sketchy like group to like because Fisk runs everything now. It's going to be good guy Thunderbolts. Like they're the outlaws. We're doing another civil war at this point. This is not what I want out of my comics. Oh, for the love of everything that's good. All right. Well, so I know we're getting to con season and I'm going to cut Pete. Oh, no, here he comes back. Pete, Pete, I know I got a question for you though.
I'm done.
Yeah, I know.
This goddamn dude.
Are the Thunderbolts now not bad guys as having to do stuff like the Suicide Squad? Are they now they're just going to have good guys be the?
That's what it looks like, because it looked like what, like Monica Rambeau, and it looked like the Purple Man's daughter was in there.
Oh Jesus,
He might be a bad guy, I guess.
Whatever, it's not garbage. Okay, let's get into the tier lists and start ranking them. So that when you pause, to Pete's multiverse, yes, the multiverse of madness. And
this computer needs to just be put down. That's all. That's all it is.
Well, let's get through it. Okay, so we have to rate this. So when Corban comes back, we actually have something to go against each other. If you guys recall, we did take a break and do a Star Wars show in between, but we are doing the worst villains because these worst villains from both sides. We're going to take the top 5 of the worst villains and add them to the Batman side, and the worst villains and add them to the villains of the Marvel side, because those were the 2 that win. And then we will have a championship face-off and maybe give something away. I don't know. At this point, but we're really close to 1,500 subs, and that's kind of like
close to 1,500. We're closing in on 1,400, so then we just got another 100 left.
I started here. Hey, does your employees get raises at that point, like merit raises? Because I think I started at like 460, 500. So from $1, I'll get $2.
No, you'll get a T-shirt.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, well, maybe I can sell it on the interwebs. Okay,
I can give you a nice pint glass like mine if you want.
If you want to know why your computer probably doesn't work, you probably spilled that pint glass on it. Okay.
I did not. It's just the RAM. It's a little outdated. That's all.
Real Thunderbolts? They seem like the Thunderbolts and ponies at this point. Whole team is the Dark Thunderbolt. No. Time out. The real Thunderbolts was it had Baron von Schnucker. No, it had what's his name in it? Von
Schnucker.
No. The other one. The one whose dad died. Huh? Not Baron. Yeah, Zemo. It had Zemo, and it had like It had a bunch of bad guys in it. They were all bad.
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
And
they acted like good guys, but were really bad guys deep down. So
Mach 1 or whatever the heck his name was.
Just because they were in Hulk, $1 million ideas. That's right. All right, let's start it off right quick. Oh, this is so we kind of went with the worst that I could like explain. There's really some real terrible ones, but
yeah, these are there's plenty more out there, and feel free.
Look, I know. So now we were trying to rank them as probably the best of the worst. So we'll give you a little taste here, a little tasty taste of what's going on here and who we're going to do. But I'm going to roll this one out. This is a book that I found. I have multiple copies of. I like it because of the thing, but it's the first one on it, and Marvel is going to have villains across like Spider-Man, Daredevil, Captain America, the Avengers, the Defenders, blah, 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 blah.
A lot of Daredevils.
Huh?
A lot of Daredevils.
A lot of Spider-Man, too. Yeah. But when we get to, actually, the not team, we get to DC, it's all going to be Batman. So we're going to start off with Marvel, and we're going to start off with Daredevil number 5, the Matador, who didn't have like a bowl, wasn't like, maybe if they did the Rhino, but they did it as a bowl, I could see it. But yeah, he had a cape that he used to create wishing motions and try to Toro Daredevil, and that's his thing. So I like the cover and I like the book, but as a villain, he was not a grace, not too good, right, Pete?
Yeah, I
hear you. Nobody
even
known. So I think we got where's the
back up?
Oh, your list is gone.
Yeah, that he keeps getting knocked off. It's racking.
Maybe it's the tier list that's throwing it up. Where do we want to put the Matador? He really sucks. He was really garbage. Guys, remember, all these they're the worst villains, so they're all gonna be garbage. But just remember, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess we're gonna try to rank the best out of the bottom. So if you want to start off with Matador's trash, there might not be anybody getting out of the trash, is all I'm saying at this point. We can see though, confusing. Tito Santana, that's the Thunderbirds, yes. What else do we have here? What's the ranking on here? I said that. S, tier Spanish women. From Spain, yes. There is like a little bit of that going on with conquistadors in the background and everything else. Chicho,
I have no idea why it keeps giving
Chicho
me.
Santana? I don't know. Maybe you might have to restart there, Pete. All right, so where are we putting this? We've got some trashes. We've got some brontosauruses. We've got some lame. No. The most lame would be trash. We're still ranking the most lame as trash. Yes. C for confusing. It is confusing. I get it. You'll see. We'll give you a couple other ones though. For example, Pete's gone. We might not be doing the show because Pete's not here, but we'll go with a DC one real quickly so you can get a feel of DC. Actually, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is give Pete a second to restart his computer, and I'm going to do a little Comic-Con advice here. I don't know if you guys remember, we did that one show where it was like top 5 footwear for Comic-Cons. Well, we got cons coming back, so I wanted to give a little bit more comic advice to you all to help you all out. And with that being said, we're going to do top 10 Comic-Con costume ideas, but not. Yeah, compete. It is a dumpster fire. We're talking about his thing or whatever. So here we go. We're going to run this while Pete reboots his computer. Pete, just reboot your computer. First off, Iron Man. I got 2 great ones. Iron Man's probably the best Comic-Con. Just reboot the computer, Pete. Just the best Comic-Con worst outfit there is. This one's got duct tape. The other one's using... These are people that actually dressed up like this. The other one was using little stars for packaging for it. Okay, what are you guys? You guys are arguing what we're going to do for the tier list. Then we get Flash. He decided to draw a 6-pack on his belly button. There we go. I had a better intro for this, Pete, but screwed up. Wolverine banana. I don't know why. I don't.
It is a banana.
Yep.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Created a Wolverine costume out of it. Yeah. So there's that. Looks like, I think this is one of my cousins. Looking at his back. Yep. Wonder Woman with, like, if you got that, like, just, you probably got to wear a leotard or something, or like, what's a full body thing they wear, Pete? Leotard, is that what it is?
Unitard.
Okay, speaking of BK, you can find this in the Bronx. Spider-Man taking pictures with you. I don't even know what Spider-Man suit that is. It's like, when you get they're popular now, but you remember, like, not as popular as they were, but remember, like, people would get like real blankets or whatever, and then like your aunt would come over and she'd take like the flannel, and she'd just take 2 pieces of flannel, and it was always kind of like the images were kind of what you wanted, but not really what you're into. Like if it was the Avengers, it would be like Hulk, and then they'd have like, I don't know, Batman on them or something like that. That's kind of what this spider costume reminds me of. Hey, by the way, we will not body shame people on this, just so you know. Yeah. We will talk about this though, because the person playing the Robin. Listen, why are you? Why do you feel like adding a cod piece? Because that's what you. I don't know what's added. I don't know if that's the person's purse or their wallet. Like, I don't get what's going on.
That's all Robin, baby.
That is not all Robin. That is not all Robin. Okay.
Starfire jealous by hitting on Raven, and Beast Boy's getting pissed off.
Okay. Now this, listen, I do not want to hear what state you think this person is in. I hear this guy did it. Obviously, it's his friends behind him, and it was serious. This is supposed to be Mystique.
He didn't just rob a bank and decide to use the to his advantage and make a cosplay suit out of it.
Because he had red hair.
Coincidence.
Shit you not. Because he had red hair. His friends. This was a picture, and the guy said, "Yeah, I'm going as Mystique." From the movie, remember Rebecca Romaine Stamos? Wasn't that who played Mystique?
Oh yeah, double the Raven. Then when you think about it,
who he's supposed to be is Raven.
Now I got this stuck in my head. Thanks, Warren.
No, that's not. They are brave. They are brave. There's actually one that I talk about. I actually found the picture. There's a local con where they had this guy threw a con. I guess I can say who it was because he said it's his con before. He on the old channel I used to be on. He used to always say it all the time. But he threw a con, and you had to exit through a pool, and there was a mermaid. And I shared the picture with the mermaid, and I just thought there'd be too much body shaming. Not the fact that like, why are we walking through a pool in a con? But so we didn't do that one. These guys seem to have fun though. This one, do you know who this one is?
Oh, it's Skeletor Silver Surfer.
How long did it take you to put this outfit together, man?
I don't know. Just get some Reynolds wrap and you're good to go.
Jesus Christ, that's expensive.
Oh, JJ.
Actually, a Christmas party or a Halloween party though. The Blobby. Hey, come on now. Now this is this one you got to break down. So this is like number 10. I gave a bonus one, but that's super. So here we go. This is an easy breakdown here, right? Like the one guy went to the thrift store and found everything he could at like the Dollar Tree. The plastic Captain America,
plastic cap. Okay.
Yeah, he found some red, white, and blue glove-ish biker gloves, for bicycling. The shirt's even kind of a dollar type shirt. He got the little scarf, the leftover 4th of July scarf, cut out like a cutout head. And then, he just, the hat is
got an army helmet.
I found an army helmet. Thor, chunky Thor. That's a lot of duct tape. He did a lot of duct tape and cardboard for that. Mad props to him for it. Now, Iron Man apparently works at a fucking bar because this asshole went to all the boxes that they throw away. You're like, oh, shit,
got a Captain Morgan box.
He put out a Captain Morgan, it's Bacardi underneath it, Captain Morgan, Smirnoff on top of that, then Jose Cuervo for the side. But that's not even the most egregious out of this. Most egregious is asshole Hulk.
Kermit? Kermit Hulk? I think he just took a Kermit costume and drew muscles on it.
Oh, fuck. You know what this is? The guy, they must really respect the Thor dude because the Thor dude too thinks he's really jacked and he's not. He's really flabby, but he's like, guys, I got this awesome idea, man. We're gonna dress up. We'll get all the chicks. I'm gonna dress up as Thor. We can dress up as the rest of the Avengers. And the whole guy is like, cool idea. Captain America is your friend that's just like, I'm down for whatever, I guess, but he ain't trying to spend no money because he's already complaining about how expensive it is for con tickets. And Iron Man is that dude that's like, fuck, I got this. Chicks love booze. I got this, bro. He thought he was serious on that. Kudos for putting not only Captain Morgan Bacardi on there. He does. It's a Smirnoff box on top for those people that don't know.
Is it?
That's what the top box is.
Yeah, I see the Bacardi and I see the Captain Morgan.
It's a Smirnoff. I just know because of the delivery box.
Yeah, I see the logo now. I see it. Whoa, Jesus!
Finally, you should never ever try to. You should never try to go to con dressed. My last advice as a Simpson character. What the fuck?
Creepy as shit.
What the fuck? The whole family. The guy on the left and the third one looks like a fake IG account. That's what it looks like to me. What the bleep? I had to cut the other person off. By the way, I think I know who that is, and I think I know the guy behind. I mean, not the fake account. I know who the fake account was, but I'm saying like the guy behind is actually still a dealer in comics to this day in the Midwest.
Oh, the normie in the background. The guy just
the normie in the background. That's the only thing.
Yeah, so, they all kind of look like they have jaundice.
I don't know how do you post this picture, man? Like you left your hotel room, like looking like that, like with the cat, like you left your hotel, bro. What are you doing? He
still has his pants on, so it can't be him.
Louis C. Right? It looks like Louis.
Still in his pants. He didn't whip it.
That guy's actually kind of dick. That's the guy that should have probably gone as Hulk, man. To be honest with you. Anyways, so that's the segment I have. We'll go and try to crash Pete's computer one more time. Okay, we're gonna go back to it. I maybe we should give a couple clues. I'm gonna go through something like Kite. So we're gonna have Kite Man in here too, right? So here's the two. So we got Kite Man and we got the just so you know what a little bit of flavor is. And we'll go to Kite Man to finish off that one while Pete tries to load it up as the comments keep rolling in for.
Lisa played by his other son. Poor kid, yeah. All right, so Kite Man. Kite Man's whole gimmick is that everything he does is kite related. He flies a kite, he shoots kite boomerangs, and they have to beat him with kite type weapons too. I would actually agree with Steve Horn here, where he says Kite Man that would be like the higher end horrible villain, right? Because the guys, that's the way we're going to take them. So that would be S tier, because the people in S, A, and B tier are probably the ones that are going to move on. We're doing the best of it. Pete froze, so he's probably not going to be able to show the tier.
I'm trying not to move. I'm not frozen. I'm just trying not to move. So I'm afraid that'll make me freeze.
S, hooked up with Poison Ivy. Enough said. Fair enough. Hey, Jeff, good to see you. Great animated, cool. Harley cartoon totally redeemed Kite Man. Not a stan. I get it. Cool. Kite Man, hell yeah. Okay, good. So we can put him in
Kite Man. That's like a seminal work. Was it Time King that did that?
They turned him around and made him pretty cool.
Or was it Tinny? Who did the Ballad of Kite Man? Which one of those?
No, Tim did a lot of these, especially the animated stuff.
Right? It was Tom King, wasn't it?
Maybe. There's another one that Tim did, but we'll get into later. All right, put Kite in S before you freeze. But guys, we have to decide then with him in S, where are we putting the Matador, whose whole power was to ole, ole, ole.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's really it, right? So where are we putting the Matador? I know we saw
Matador. I would vote.
And some trashes on Matador.
I'm a D. I don't know if I want to trash him because a lot of these guys are trash, so don't overuse the trash can.
Once again, tier is working. If it's the best of the worst villains, it goes to the top.
Best of the worst.
The worst villains, it goes to the bottom.
It might need some re-racking once you start comparing some of these guys to each other.
D, we got some trash. Okay. He appeared in a Hemingway novel.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. They're dumpstering them. D, dumpster, D.
D's now. We gotta
see. Okay, good. We're putting them in D. Sounds good. Okay, moving on.
We got Kreider, we got Obi, we got a bunch of D's.
Moving on before Pete freezes. We will try to do another character. This is a good character right here. We're going to do Rainbow Creature. Now, if we know anything about Rainbow Creature, by the way, this is an oldie but goodie. If you see how Batman and Robin are, they're flat. Okay, let me explain Rainbow Creature's powers. First off, Rainbow Creature came out of a volcano. He has 4 different colors. He has red. I know that looks like pink, but it's red, yellow, green, and blue. Those colors represent his powers. The red represents, on Rainbow Man, obviously fire. What?
Cherry, lemon, lime, and blue raspberry.
Okay. The red represents fire. He can shoot fireballs and use firepower.
Okay.
Blue represents
ice.
You freeze power. Very good.
Yeah, okay.
The yellow represents
he's got to use the restroom.
Close.
I don't know what yellow would be.
Vaporizing people.
Oh, vaporizing. Okay.
Yellow and vaporizing. Maybe sun. I get that. Maybe, I guess. The green.
Acidish.
I've left this up so you can see what the green power does.
What does the green power do?
Makes objects flat.
What?
Shit you not.
It's a 2-dimensional power.
And, by the way, so this is the good part about this character. You know, this is the ingenious part about Rainbow Man. By the way, remember when people said DC Comics, they make the best stuff ever? Yeah. So when he uses the power, the red would like go down to nothing and turn white, and then he'd have to defeat red things to get the red power back. You froze. I know you froze. But, chat, that's what I'm telling you. He's made of rainbow sherbet. D for Matador's fine. What are we doing? No, this is not sticks. Green flattens people. How is that? Yeah, how is flattening people? I do not understand how flattening people is a power. And plus 2, then like you rehash your powers from running across colors. If you run across something red, you then get firepower back. Like if you run across blue, you somehow start to freeze people again. No, but there was the Rainbow Batman story, which was a little bit different when they had the other character. So what are we doing with this guy? Too complicated. No many rules. C. Okay, trash. We got C for creativity. Makes getting under doors easier. Yes, I get that, Joe, but where are we putting this guy? We got to figure out a place to put him. C. We're getting a lot of C's. We're getting 3 C's in trash. I had him in D, but we're getting 3 C's here, 4 C's, S, but leftover. He's not overpowered. And you want to know why he's not overpowered? Because if he's overpowered, he wouldn't have to step on something red and absorb it back. He loses. I think D is a good call too, but we now have an S and a trash, so that kind of crosses each other out.
Who gave him an S?
Yeah, but it's leftover. Put him under a rug.
Leftover. Come on, Zaggy.
They're putting him in C. I can't believe we got this in C. All right, put him in C. I can't stick anymore on Rainbow Man. Rainbow Bright here's done. All right. Next up, we're going to go. So that was 2 DC. We will go back to Marvel. This was one of the original ones I wanted to put out there. Kangaroo. This is the first. This is the guy that actually started. Now, this version of Kangaroo is the original version, the one that showed up in Spider-Man 81. He's dead, but then he got brought back to life. But the original KO is Oliver. What's Oliver's first name? Is it Frank? I think it's Frank Oliver.
It's Frank. I think it's Frank Oliver.
Yeah. So he grew up living. He was really interested. He obviously from Australia, because why else? He then decided that he was going to live with the kangaroos. He then decided he was going to eat kangaroo food, whatever that is, grass, I assume, and try to be like a kangaroo. But then he was a boxer, and he was so strong with his leg power that he kept injuring people. They then decided to give him extra power.
You don't kick people. You don't kick people as a boxer.
Well, then whatever. Okay, but okay. He wasn't a good boxer, they say. But then, so they gave him his superpowers are strong legs and the ability to jump very high. Shit you not. He did end up dying, but then they brought him back to life, as I said. Yeah, the other versions where they gave him the mechanical suit were way better. He's no dude. Hey,
you really like the mechanical kangaroo suit one version?
I think it's better. James, we got James. He's D, but one of those characters we're gonna put in there. Actually, maybe put 2. His first name should have been Joey. Okay, no.
That makes sense.
You can't put superior for Rainbow Man and then trash for this, Zag. So he's like He-Man. Yes, trash.
Yes, you're looking at the hair. Don't let the hair fool you.
I want the Australian price variant of this book. D. All right. All right, D. We're all over the place. 2 Ds, a trash.
It feels like a C to me, but well,
I don't know. He doesn't have a kangaroo punch. Trash. The Australian Khazar. D. He did steal Craven's vest. He actually had it before Craven because this book. Nope, he didn't. My bad. He has no pouch. Okay, put him in D. We got a bunch of D's of trash, and something else. So
all right, so
D him up.
We're D'd up.
Not quite trashing him yet. Okay, one more of these. Because he was brought up already and he plays into a bunch of other ones. Where is he? Rocket Racer. Nothing says
super cool like Rocket Racer.
There's a couple complicated things that I don't think would play as well as it did back then with Rocket Racer. So Rocket Racer's big power was that he had a skateboard that had rocket powers on it. And it eventually how he got foiled by Spider-Man because he couldn't keep up was that a car pulled in front of him. And that's he then started stealing more tech. He actually had some guys help him out build more tech, start stealing stuff. Kind of had a little incident with the big wheel and other stuff like that.
I swear he's on like every Spider-Man cover from like, what is this, 172 all the way to like 200.
Yeah, well, they eventually put him in the animated series, which is where he got his love. But he also got love because Spider-Man decided that maybe Rocket Racer isn't just a bad guy. So I will help him get his GED. I shit you not. This was part of the storyline. He helped him get his GED, and then he became part of Sable's Wild Pack type crew. I don't think would play as well. I think it was intended well back then. I'm not quite sure it's going to play as well now. I would say overall, though, there was redemption, much like Kite Man. This character was redeemed by the animated.
I'm with these guys so far.
What are they saying?
C. We're at C at best.
Okay. I mean, I think the animated series did a little bit more to him, but I think okay, put him at C.
He's just I think it's because I get frustrated.
Kite Man and S when this character is like literally the same thing.
Ballad of Kite Man. Rocket Racer never got a Ballad of Kite Man.
CCC, cool gimmick.
Oh, JJ, wait, that was Big Wheel. My bad, I grabbed the wrong one.
We're automatically bumping JJ's grades up 1. All right. So now we're up 1, so we gotta go DC to DC. Okay. I swear to God, I'm gonna quit if they give this anything below D. I know it's Golden Age, but the Golden Age was a terrible age for villains. And it was so bad that actually the only thing that's really cool about this is DC is so embarrassed by this character. They're trying to erase another character. They try to redo this character, but this character is a pedophile, or not a pedophile, a creeper. Like as in like stalks people. The new
like
version.
Warrior?
Yeah. No. Well, no. Yeah. So he's almost like a hacker, but he like creepily stalks, like people on their phones. So he like turns on their cameras on the phones. That's what his new version was. The original version of this guy, that's a helmet. Okay. His big claim to fame when his original version, when he wasn't a creepy, like creeper McBags, like creeping in on people. His big thing was, I have it right here because I highlighted something I wanted to talk about this. He wore a helmet and stole cameras. Okay. This is his big foil. He would see cameras that they were going to shoot commercials on movies. They were going to have them, they're going to demonstrate them on movies. They're like a commercial. It was going to pop up. And what he'd do is, before they got there, he'd steal the camera. Now, Batman couldn't figure this out for some reason because he's the world's greatest detective. However, then he used on Batman, because he trapped him, a very high light bulb. That was his power. So his power is to use a very light light bulb. And then they modified that to the newer version of him, where he hacks into people's cell phones and pretty much like creepily stalks people through their cell phones.
I don't know what's worse.
Those are those versions. Yeah. He did hypnotize. Oh, no. He did hypnotize. Yes. Remind me now. He back then probably was big money, but he was just stealing them. He wasn't selling them. He had a whole warehouse full of cameras. Number 2, with the whole creeper.
Number 2.
Yes, with this whole thing where he's stalking, he then found one of the Huntress, somebody in there. I can't remember who it was, but he used a flashing light bulb to hypnotize her. Then he proposed to her, and right before she was about to say yes, he got kicked by Robin in the Googalas, and then that's how he was foiled. That's how he was foiled.
Oh, okay.
So he was a camera thief and then a stalker who tried to hypnotize a girl so she would marry him. That's Mr. Camera for you.
Mr. Camera. Well, he might have talked him out of the trash, but I don't really feel I can go above a D with that story. That's just me. I don't know what everybody else is thinking.
D? Come on.
D.
Oh, now you want to give him? I would say to trash. He's pretty bad. Like they've really tried to.
You said you didn't want him in the trash. I thought you were arguing him out of the trash.
No, I'm saying like they can't get above D. No.
Oh, I was giving you a side. I thought he was your guy for some reason.
No. They've tried to just how they redid.
Okay. No, then I feel
how they redid Rocket. How they redid Rocket when they put him on the the Wild Pack type team, and Kite Man. What they've done with him. How the second and third versions help those out. They tried 3 times redoing this character, and now he's just a creepy stalker.
See, I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were trying to argue him out of the garbage, that you were going to quit if he was in the garbage because you thought he was a great character. I thought you were trying to sell me on these stories.
He's a terrible character. He's a terrible character.
Okay.
Good job. All right. Threatening to quit always doesn't work. Okay. Next up.
You can go either way. 3 and 3.
Okay. I just can't go that far. Some of these take a lot to go off. So we'll do this guy right here. We'll do Mr. Z's. Newer guy, right? Newer.
Looks like Paul Heyman.
He does. Would you like me to explain Mr. Z's for you?
I don't think you have to. I think the picture kind of sells it.
Kind of, but here's the kicker for Mr. Z's. Although he's always asleep, he's also fully conscious of his whole entire surroundings. So, like, let's say you're talking junk, he'll then, in pointing at him, he'll grab your hand and snap it while he's still sleeping because he can do that, but he doesn't wake up. And he's supposed to be a kingpin. You understood what I said.
Power, like, how does that benefit you?
So he has narcolepsy and he sleeps all the time, but he's completely conscious. And then sometimes we'll just like grab guys' hands, punch guys in the face, shoot people while he's sleeping, but he's awake. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, like, I don't know what to do with this guy. That's a Batman villain, man. That's
well, I had to. There was a Mr. Z.
That's badass. See, people, Marv, what's going on? By the way, I think I've put you the end yet.
I see Marv's been in here for a while.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't say hi. I feel bad. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is a maybe just needs a.
He needs a CPAP.
Yeah, he might need a CPAP machine. Yeah. He has a Kingpin build. He does have a kind of a Kingpin build, maybe, but there's another character they look like too that we'll get into later. I don't know, man. I think he's pretty trash. I don't. It's just stupid.
It's just maybe I can do a D.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Trash seems.
We got some trash here. We got a B.
And a B is kind of a. Got to pull it out then, like a little bit.
He has a Kingpin build, I guess. That's a thing.
He looks like Paul Heyman.
All right, next two decided.
My name is Paul Heyman.
After Obi's post, whoever puts it in, that's what's going to decide it.
Whatever the next vote is.
Yeah, whatever the next vote is. It's as long as it's not A. Like D or trash. What do you guys got here? Fuck it, that character's terrible. Bruce Wayne pay for
sleep
E. No, don't double get. All right. All right. So now we're going. Are we 2 up on DC or 1?
1 up on DC.
We got to go back though, and then we're gonna do 2, and then come back and do 2. Okay. Okay. So since we already talked about Rocket Racer, we're gonna talk about his pal in crime that turned out to not be his pal. Oh, there he's on the cover too. Big Wheel. So this guy invented this big wheel. And like that's his big thing. He rolls around a big wheel, bunch of weapons, bunch of guns. Cool. Yeah. Tries to get a little bit of technology that Racer's already stealing. Racer actually kind of teams up with Spider-Man at that point. And then what happens, what foils the whole thing about Big Wheel is he keeps rolling off of a roof, and because he can't stop and it's too big, the wheel is too shit you not, the wheel's too big, and it ends up putting him in a river. Spider-Man tries to save him.
Isn't long for this earth.
Tries to save him, but can't. He does come back later on, by the way. And then when he comes back, his arc is not done. This man's arc is not done. He actually survived that, even though Spider-Man thought he was dead. He comes back and he tries to help Spider-Man out. And when he does, he actually blows it. And Spider-Man still thinks he's a villain. And Big Wheel explains to him, "No, sir, I am not a villain because when I was in prison, I went to Villains Anonymous, like Alcohol's Anonymous. And 12th step of Villains Anonymous is to try to help a superhero for redemption." I shit you not.
Oh, interesting.
So then Spider-Man forgave him.
And also, just to be clear, the character that I think played Big Wheel, Jackson Wheel, I think his name might be, actually showed up in the issue before, but I felt like we wanted first Big Wheel, and he's on the cover. That's why I chose the book. But the guy who's inside the wheel showed up the issue before. If you really want to first Big Wheel,
keep on turning. Woo-hoo! Proud Mary. It is. Proud Mary's about him. Doesn't seem like a well thought out weapon for Brooklyn. No, it doesn't.
Reminds me of Richard Pryor in The Toy.
You can't turn a villain into a house. Well, maybe not. I think of Thundra, the cartoon.
Thundar. All right, that's a bonus point.
C, okay, C. They're giving him C. I mean, he was.
I think he gets to that point where it's so bad it bounces off the bottom and rebounds. And
okay, put him in. Wow. Put him in the C's then.
All right, Big Wheel.
Big Wheel made a just how did that happen?
I don't know, but still
No, it's before Pirates of the Caribbean, but that's where they got it from. Yes. Don't you see my comment? Where's your comment? The Wonder Wheel from the toy. D. It's Wonder Wheel from the toy. I get it. But there's one D and 5 C's.
Wonder Wheel.
What's Wonder Wheel? Oh,
from the toy. I'm watching my computer, hoping it's not going to freeze on me, as it's not letting me move Wonder Wheel.
Okay, don't move. Don't
There
do
it
anything.
I moved it. Okay, that is done.
All right, next up. Okay, so we did a fat one from. So here we go. The Slug. I should have given you a panel. I found a panel on the Slug. The Slug is literally he's this. Oh my god, the Slug is just this hugely, I guess, gangster kingpin type figure. Has to deal with a lot of people. He's
Pizza the Hut.
Huh? Yes, he's with all Cap, Nomad, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, you name it. He's pretty much ran into him. So, but he's normally fat. He actually at one point he took somebody and he lifted up a fat roll and he was smothering them in the rolls of his fat.
Oh yeah, there you go. Right with his leftover snacks.
Here's the funny thing. Turned out the Slug was actually a scroll, and the scrolls had been holding Slug, and Slug had lost half his weight mass when he came back from the scroll.
Did he have a lot of extra skin?
No, he was still hugely fat. That's his that's his thing. That's his power is eating lots of food. I don't
know how that's a power.
I don't know.
I'm a superhero then.
Pizza. How are we giving Pizza the Hut would have been a big character. This guy not.
Yeah, this guy I can't.
Oh. I mean, this is the epitome.
of trap. Shadow King is completely different.
He did not. No,
yeah, that's right. That dude.
He did not. He just. There's nothing. I told you that they. I can't believe they kept bringing him back. Like he was. 75-cent, 324. What are we looking at? What was 75?
Well, what I'm looking at is the only 2 grades we've gotten so far are 2 Bs.
75. 2 Bs.
We gotta. Well, this Sticks gave him for Pizza the Hut.
Dude, Barb, we can't. No, this guy is monstrous. We cannot agree on that. He literally in the folds, like a guy's head, it was engulfed in his folds, like underneath the fold.
I don't even know how he reaches you. How could he even grab the guy?
DC, C. I like his tasteful pillows. He was bad. I don't know. He yelled a lot.
I'm at a D personally.
I think we gotta put him at C. That's like
if I gotta bump him to C, I'll bump him, but
bump him to C. He's got to be bumped to C, man. All right. Once I get another B, we get another B or an A in there. He's going.
Look at Lonely Kite Man all the way up there.
Yeah, Consumption King. I know. I don't. Everybody. Yeah. He. Yeah. The Blob did tell him to ease off on the snacks. Okay. But
at least the Blob had legs.
So speaking of characters that, oh my god. So this is a Daredevil character. Daredevil's got the worst.
Daredevil's got some rough.
So if you thought Kangaroo was bad, let me tell you a story of a guy named Leapfrog. Leapfrog was a loser. Actually, you know what's funny though? This Leapfrog looks a lot like a character from DC. It was one of the first showcases, like Showcase 3. I think they called it Frogman or something like that. Anyways, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to talk about
Leapfrog. He also have springs at the bottom of his flippers?
No. So Leapfrog was a lifetime loser. He even referred to himself as that. He was supposed to be an inventor. He just made a suit that could help him leap all over the place. That's all it did.
Springs in the feet.
His first crime was to go to an airport and leap around so much that airplanes could take off.
He might have been at one of the cons.
He does. He does. Did you hear what I said? His first crime was leaping around at an airport so that planes couldn't take off. He eventually worked his way up to become a jewelry thief, but he couldn't figure out originally how to shut off alarms. So eventually, what?
I mean, I get it's a crime if you're interfering with air travel, but why is that the crime you chose to commit? Is more my question.
Lifelong loser. Okay, so he hits his jewelry store. He eventually figures out, no, just turn off the thing. Daredevil comes in for him. He got away. Would you like to know, Pete, how he got away?
Did he leap?
In this issue, yes. He leaped, like, you know how when you're catching frogs, you ever catch frogs before, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how, like, if you don't sneak up from behind and just snag them real quickly, like, kind of keep your eyes on them, but just go and dig at them? They just jump around and they're gone and whatever. So he just kept jumping around the building until he jumped around and kind of wore out Daredevil and jumped out a window. He jumped around like a frog. Leaped. I mean, he didn't, leaped like a frog.
So he just leapt around a room and eventually just got away.
Yeah, he
Daredevil didn't figure out you got to kind of like grab ahead of them. Kind of like when you're calling a fly, you got to swing like where they're going.
Absolutely. So that's how he'd always get away, because he'd leap around like a frog.
Man,
looks like someone that was at one of the cons. Trash beef.
It's making Batrock the Leaper look like S tier by comparison.
He might have. I didn't go that far. C for frog. D.
C Zaggy, huh?
C. I guess
like
C minus C plus from James. Trash there. Put him in the C's. Let's go.
You got
more people.
These guys are rebounding off the bottom and bouncing back up.
He just bounces around. Was that one or was that two? That was two. Okay, going to DC.
We've got that's 2, 4, 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 6 to 4. You got to double up DC.
There's two here that I'm going to try to get together. There, you want to know what? Some of these guys are going to get. They're going to DC because they're well known. I should have done worse ones, but I thought they were bad, but I didn't. Okay, so World's Finest number 30. A little bit of golden / getting still goldish to silver, somewhere around there. Penny Plunder, either way. Penny Plunder starts off as a guy who sells newspapers for pennies and then steals the pennies. Then committed a bunch of petty crimes. This is the sad story of Penny Plunder, however. If you know the Batcave, there's that huge penny.
Oh, the big penny.
Yes. Well, DC found this character so terrible. It was such a bad villain, they're trying to erase him. And that big penny actually was a reward for Batman beating the Penny Plunder, because all he'd steal is pennies. However, they have now tried to retcon Penny Plunder and erase him from DC history. And they now say that that's part of Two-Face for some reason in a Two-Face scheme. I am a Penny Plunder realist. And I say bring back Penny Plunder.
A Penny Plunder.
All times have to do with pennies. I swear to God. That's a true story, by the way, about them trying to retcon him out of whatever.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
This is just sad.
It is. There will be no more Penny Plunder. They're trying to get rid of him. I mean, the guy.
There's nothing really to do with him.
He wasn't good anyways. All he did was steal pennies.
Even if he was good, like there's no Mr. Camera, transition to modern times.
At least it'd always be nostalgic because he had his penny. So it'd be like a salute back to World's Finest, a salute back to like the Golden switch into Silver Age,
unless they do the Superman 3 Office Space thing where he's getting the fractions of a cent and he's stealing the leftovers. That's how he's the Penny Plunderer.
Yeah, I know, but they
like a crypto king. That's how you revamp the Penny Plunderer.
Like Russians, he's been banned from DC. They actually are getting rid of him. I don't even think you can find him on the DC universe thing.
I don't know, but I don't know where you guys got. I see a C. Really?
That's 2 C's.
A couple of C's. You guys want to
trash?
Penny Plunderer, huh?
Yeah, this is okay. I guess you feel bad for Penny Plunder, so I can give it to him. $20 yeah, put that comment up. That was kind of funny. All right, I'm doing this one on purpose because of who we're going after next. But I'm going to do Calendar Man. Detective Comics, do 89, Calendar Man. This is a book I probably sold too cheap, and I should have kept it because I didn't know it was going to be popular, but it got more popular after I sold it. So, the Calendar Man would do. Now, listen, the world's greatest detective could not figure this. This was really couldn't figure it out. But all these crimes started occurring by a guy who would wear the date on his costume and have something to link himself up to the date of a holiday or an anniversary, and it would always happen. He'd rob important places, like the Bank of Gotham.
Yeah, that was his moment, James.
What?
Long Halloween. That's why.
Yeah. Either way, this is not A tier. This shows you that Batman is a terrible superhero. He could not. He was forever stomached by the fact that Calendar Man was robbing the same bank on every holiday, man.
See.
Oh my God. We can't do this. You got to do it on this character, not the. Oh,
it is. Long Halloween is this character.
You're going to erase all his dog shit, proving that Batman's a garbage character in himself.
Remember, this is comparing him to the other garbage we're dealing with.
He's pretty bad.
He might have been
9.9% of his career is trash.
Yeah, think about that, but think about Leapfrog doesn't have a long Halloween moment.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what I'm saying. That I get.
Rocket does, but Rocket. This is the difference. This is the difference. Okay, I understand he's not going in the trash. 99% of his life is trash. Okay, 0.1% is not. That does not equal A. That doesn't equal A.
It's not a 10th. Long Halloween was 13 issues. He's only appeared in like 70 comics, like over the course of the time. And if you give a dozen of them, that's like a good chunk.
Yeah. Are we really B? Okay, he can't go higher than B, but we got 3 A's. I'm putting trash to even that out.
Trash, so
I'm not letting him go A. I refuse. Pete, where are you putting him?
I'm fine with the B.
The B sounds good.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he has.
We're gonna do opposite.
The point being, he has Long Halloween, where a lot of these guys don't have that. There's no Long Halloween for Slug. Like Slug doesn't have that seminal moment. Granted, I don't think Kite Man should be up in S either. You guys did that when I was
in S too. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, where is he?
I left him in B for now because I haven't
got one of these. Oh, here he is.
Really
Okay, so Typeface. Oh, the equivalent of Calendar Man. Yes, he is.
He didn't have Long Halloween.
He actually turned into like some psychopath eventually, and whatever.
Yeah, so
he was a signsmith. Do we know what a signsmith is for everybody? Could you explain what a signsmith is, Pete? Literally somebody who creates signs, that makes signs up. That's what a signsmith is.
Like signsmith?
Yeah, it's a signsmith. So like, like they'd be the people that put all the type and all the wording. Like, so like, let's say you need a sandwich board, or let's say that you want a sign like coming off your building.
Changing the board for the movies that are in the theater this week is not.
No. Like for a business, you'd have you'd have Wendy's, the McDonald's, the Golden Arches, the people that did that fucking thing. That's a sign.
Like a logo? Well, that's more of a graphic designer.
No, that's the logo, but like it'd be like the printing shop. See,
that's what I'm saying. So dude works at Kinko's or puts up the letter text.
Like well, now he would, yes, but the guy who creates this, yes, the guy who works at Kinko's. Before they did that, there was a lot of artistry towards creating signs and sandwich boards and such like that to advertise businesses.
I get you with the old timey stuff, but this guy's not that old. This didn't come out in the 1940s. He's not a character from way back when.
I understand, but he worked as a signsmith, and a guy bought the signsmith business and fired him because, as you're saying, technology, motherfucker. Okay, so there you go. All right, signsmith. Okay, and then So it started off bad. That's why. So then he started to use giant letters.
Poor man's onomatopoeia.
So they started using giant. He started writing A's and using the letters across them, and then he'd use these letters, the other ones, as weapons. He actually bested Spider-Man a lot, to be honest with you. But then he turned into like a psychopath. And then after he beat him, he put A. Well, A was for annihilation, and then destruction, because he actually started blowing shit up. He actually was a really crazy. He started off terrible, but he ended up being an okay villain. Excuse me, okay villain. But I don't think he's a boss. Yeah. Typeface, trash face. Also, his F's are backwards. So D. Calendar Man had a cameo in a Batman video game. Okay, so did Rocket Racer, and we have him in C.
Rocket Racer was in a Batman.
Not in Batman, but he's in a Spider-Man video. He was in like 3 Spider-Man video games, as a matter of fact. I think so was Big Wheel was in like 2 also.
Oh, Big Wheel. Big
Frog might have been also. C for psychoness. Yes. None of those guys outside the gold shop.
I don't know. I would love to say garbage, but I'm not going to.
Probably D. We got to see here.
He's got like a Tom Waits kind of vibe, so I'll give him a bump for that.
He did beat the shit out of Spider-Man.
I don't care about that. Anybody can do that.
Put him in D.
Spider-Man gets his ass kicked all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's a valid point. God, this character sucks, but they're probably going to rank her high.
Oh.
Well, speaking of Frogman.
Not to be confused with anything in Alice in Wonderland or even the DC version of
the you want to know why? You want to know why? That's funny because this character is a rich little girl who loved Alice in Wonderland growing up. She marries a man, and eventually this rich man uses her as a trophy wife, and she decides to kill her. However, her buttocks was almost always showing, and so were her thighs and her boobies. So I assume this group that we are dealing with is going to give her an A+ on this one.
But did she kill Leapfrog?
No, she was supposed to. She's trying to go
Frogman. It was not Leapfrog.
No, Frogman. No, she killed her husband, but she did kill him pretty brutally. So I guess you could give her that. What else? So then she used the money from her inheritance because she's a rich kid.
Boobies, James. The answer is boobies.
Yeah, it's because they try to keep bringing her back a bunch, and they made a Legends figure out of her.
They did make a Legends figure out of her.
Yes, boobies too.
They made a Legends figure out of Leapfrog too. So
she got all this money, and then she decided to go to buy all these tech stuff, right? So then she decided to be a criminal for some reason, even though she's got too much money, and she goes and robs a fast food joint. I mean, if that's not the definition of white privilege, I don't know what is. So there you go. And the story.
So, she's inventing Anna, is what you're telling me.
What's that?
Like inventing Anna. I don't know. My wife's watching it on Netflix.
I have no clue what that is. There you go. Enjoy her. I think she's terrible, but people like her. I don't get it. C, she has some cups. Wow, and her first expensive is expensive.
It is expensive. C, is that where we're putting her?
This is the Marvel White Rabbit, guys.
Not the DC White Rabbit.
Not the DC White Rabbit. That was a knockoff.
There is a DC White Rabbit as well. That is also.
She was in Sinister War. Yeah, she keeps popping up left and right. They just keep trying to shove her in a square peg in a round hole. Can we say that? I think we can say that.
Yeah, you can.
Thanks for that.
As long as you don't make obscene gestures while you say it.
Yeah, can't sympathize with her either, Marv. C, though, it looks like we got 2 C's. Put her in.
That's why I threw her.
Okay. I did 2 for that. So let's go to White Rabbit. I'm surprised they didn't do better than that. I'm surprised they didn't put her in B, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well.
Okay, we're going to go to Crazy. Oh, good Lord.
I didn't know what comic to use. This
That's
is what
perfect one. Perfect.
kept coming up. So
Crazy Quilt. Crazy Quilt was a painter.
There was a female version, a later.
It gets worse with the female version. Crazy Quilt, though, he's this guy who he's a painter who eventually goes crazy because doing crimes, his eyes he's painting stuff and vandalizing. During that time, he ended up having an eye damaging thing. He had a surgery at gunpoint. Then he could only see bright colors. So then he started to, his crime was painting stuff. Legitimately, that's what it was.
This was Beat Street?
What?
This was Beat Street. He was just doing some tags and graffiti around town, and that was
then
a
he
big
starts
crime.
trying to steal he wanted to steal all the color from Gotham. So he just started painting anything that was bright colored, like white. Batman finally caught on. Got him.
No, you can't mute this world.
Yeah.
All
what
right,
a criminal that one is.
What a I can't pull him out of the guard. There's nothing redeemable about any of what you just said.
A quilt pattern too. Yes, he's wearing bright quilt patterns. Yes, he'd make a killing at the county fair and on Etsy. I bet. Yes.
Oh yeah. He would have a hell of an Etsy page. Anyone want to fight him out of the garbage?
Oh. Yeah, Gentilia Ray. Okay. Next up, we have got. You guys are going to give this guy. They're probably going to ask this guy too. And this is a Tim's guy. It's a newer character out of DC. Condiment King. I have to say, I don't care that he's in a cartoon.
I didn't go with the cartoon version. I went with the comic book version.
Oh, the cartoon version you put on the thing. Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
No, that's from the that's the comic book. Yeah, that's a grittier version of the Condiment King.
Yeah, but he just makes condiment jokes like, Batman, it's about time you catched up to me. Catch up, get it? Also known as the Mayo Man. No, his name was Mayo, I think. Yeah, it's stupid. I get what they were trying to do. They're trying to make fun of all the stupid characters that apparently people really like because we couldn't keep taking out of S tier. So
I'm not going to S tier that, but
no, he's not that good. He's probably a B.
I'm assuming the trashers were for
no, yeah,
Man.
The trashers were for
then Sticks.
Kirby art. Okay, Kirby art I'll get. B for just from the cartoon. Nope, you got to do it from the comics, not from the cartoon. So I know Tim's did it, and then they put him into the
Batman. All right, so no, Sticks was trying to save Quilt Man out of the.
We're not saving Quilt Man out of the trash. No. B. Oh, they're all giving it to him. I knew. I figured he was C, but they're giving it to him. Trash for the lack of Szechuan.
B just for the not nostalgia, but he's so bad he's good.
I don't know about that. I think he's more C, but we are getting outvoted by B's.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm not good with that. He should be trash.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is okay. Here we go. This guy doesn't end up in trash.
Just because you want a rainbow creature to be higher.
Doctor, I don't want rainbow. I want rainbow creatures should be trash. It was the stupidest thing. They voted him up. Okay, Doctor No Face.
Doctor No Face.
Would you like to? A lot of Marvel art people do this now. Go read some of the books, man. They don't finish the art. They don't do it in DC either. You see it all over the place.
So this wasn't the question.
No, this is Mr. No Face. So Mr. No Face had scars on his face. He decided to come up with this treatment and thing to do it. As you can see, he's trying to do it on Mount Rushmore Batman, I guess. But what he ended up doing was erasing his face. You heard me right.
Yeah, so yeah.
He tried to, it was supposed to be like a procedure where he could get rid of scars. Instead, he erased his face. So that made him so mad that he decided that every statue and painting he saw, he was going to then erase the face of them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Doctor
Awkward silence. Awkward silence.
Exactly. I have no retort.
Yeah, it's trash. It is trash. It's garbage.
This guy's just.
I mean, it is a summary. We're talking here. I don't understand why they'd have something like this, but whatever, man.
Marv was trying to throw Condiment King down in the trash just because he didn't have Szechuan sauce. But
I know.
By comparison to Dr. No Face,
done.
You really you don't think the guy shooting relish out of a gun isn't a little bit more entertaining?
It is. He actually is more entertaining, and it's Tim. I get it. So, but No Face is probably one of the worst things I've ever heard. He got mad because he how do you erase your face? First off, that sounds like you're a lazy artist. Number two,
today we're bankrupt of ideas, but you look back in the old days, they didn't have ideas then either. They like looked around the room and said, Dr. Lamphead, desk face. Like they just picked two things and just let's make a character out of it.
That is what they did. Yeah. Yeah. Also, by the way, not hard to catch, but for some reason he was in like 10, it took 10 series to catch him because they couldn't figure out what he was going to do next. Whatever the next, I mean, come on.
No, Dr. Shoeleather, what did he do? Well, his crime, he went to every shoe store in town and took the laces out of the left shoe.
No, I swear to God, that's what the Batman.
Wear your shoes properly.
I could have gone with a lot worse, like Batman stuff, but I didn't want to just stick in the silver. That's why I gave him some more modern stuff too. So,
I got
you. Not a very good doctor. No,
I feel like DC with the. Hey, still the top three are all DC guys, so I feel like DC's winning this right now.
Yeah, I think so too. Put them in trash.
Garbage.
I mean, we'll see who wins. It doesn't matter. We're taking the best 5 anyways and putting them up, or maybe the best 3. We're going to see. We're going to even it out. So what did I get with that? Put him in trash, Mr. Note, Dr. No-Face. We still got some left though for DC that are probably going to be some big. There's one that's going to be a big hitter.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. For sure. Okay. What do we got here? Holy shit, Asbestos Lady. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Asbestos Lady, this is a villain. It is Human Torch and Toro. That was their main villain there. She did do a couple other things.
All right. What do we do? We got two guys. Well, they're on fire. Well, one of them was like an android, right? Well, they're on fire. What can we do to fight two guys on fire? Water? Nah, water has been done. We've done water. No, let's not do water. Ice? No, not gonna do ice. What else stops fire?
Asbestos.
I got it. Asbestos. Let's go. Asbestos man. Nah, that doesn't have the cachet. That doesn't get. It's not punchy enough. What if we make it a woman? Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's explore that. Asbestos Lady. That's a winner.
You know the sad part about this? I'm not shitting you. Her storyline, because asbestos, the technology changed. In other words, people found out asbestos isn't good for you. No, she then tried to steal the new asbestos technology.
She killed you years down the road with cancer.
Yeah. No. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Asbestos Lady, not a great deal. Didn't stand to the weight of time.
The mesothelioma lawsuit.
Trash. All right. I don't. Yeah, which one is it? Because it's D or trash. Trash.
There's a couple. There's 2 trashes and 1 D and
trash.
3 trash. Yep. All
the
right.
Character design was really good. Marv got 1 point about it. That is the one thing that's like No Face. They literally didn't draw a fucking face on the guy. And Cameraman, they literally used a fucking camera. At least she is good and Rob Banks and was trying to use her head. That is the no waste generation or year. You know what I mean? Trash.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we got a trasher, right?
Yeah, we do. It's unfortunate for Asbestos Lady.
But yeah. All right, Asbestos Lady's down. I swear to God, if somebody puts A, man, that still doesn't save it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so now we'll go to 1-1. So after Asbestos later, oh shit, these might all be garbage. We're gonna try to give one that's. We're gonna try not. Should I try to end on garbage or should I try not end on garbage?
Dude, I don't think it matters.
Okay, this is the calculator. His original form was he's a fucking pocket calculator.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a more modern drawing, but that's still his look. He just
still to this day, this is what he looks like, and he'd calculate things. Now to the calculators. In the calculator's defense, if there could be one, and may save him for the trash because I know he looks like literally the original version was he looked like a pocket calculator. In his defense, he did become like a an information broker later on in this, where you had
Texas Instruments.
So then he was like calculating, and he had done his vest thing, kind of like how to transfer funds and be an information broker. But yeah, pocket protector or pocket calculator. That's what he was.
Was he solar powered as well?
They had they had the reflector thing on him. Yes, they had that on him. And he had the RED thing. He had the digits like they were on the pocket calculator.
What is it? It's a 5138008, and you turn it upside down. It says boobies. Is that what you would do?
I would assume it's 80085 because James just did it.
We got to turn it upside down, though. That's just boobs. Like, you turn it upside down, you can get boobies. You got to do it backwards.
Okay. You guys got a lot of time.
Yeah, it's still, I don't know.
I don't know. It might be trash. I thought he was trash, but he's really bad.
Definitely a D. He's no higher than D.
Yeah. All right. Put him in the unless somebody trashes him, put him in the D spot. Okay, we might revisit that.
Yeah, I don't see anybody trashing him yet. So
all right.
I'll put him in D, but if I see a trash, we will move him.
Speaking of characters that are just messed up, I guess because we've only got 2 of these left. I guess we got Ruby Thursday.
Yeah, 2 apiece. I think. No, we got 3 reds. We got 3 Marvels.
I'm missing one. Then who am I missing?
Let me take a look.
We've got Ruby Thursday. Yes, her name was off of the.
Yep, you are missing one. I'll add it back, and maybe you deleted it by accident.
Ruby Thursday was taken off of the song Ruby Tuesday. She was a scientist who fused her head with a red computer ball, which allowed her to then use that ball to do multiple different things. She could stab you with it. She could change it into different faces. She at one time looked like a sexy lady to try to trick somebody out of their money, gambling wins, another criminal. She's a ball.
That's Lady Mysterio is what we're looking at here.
Yeah, but that can like shoot. You can pull a spike out or smack
like
you
the orb. The later version. Yeah, there was like tentacles coming out of the
tentacles.
ball.
She could get 10 tentacles out of it. She could do a lot of stuff. Originally, she had eyes. They drew eyes into her, but then they just got lazy and stopped trying that even in it. So she just turned to a red ball. She actually is not that bad of a character, to be honest with you.
I can tell if you say so. I don't have much history with Ruby Tuesday. No, I'm sorry, Ruby Thursday.
Yeah, Headman villains. You're right. Big nostalgia. B. Oh, yeah. I told you.
JJ's gonna argue, but I'm not.
Is out of here. The B or C would not be a bad out of all these trash characters, even though it sounds really bad, like they kind of keep making her better. And the Headman stuff was kind of
Is she potentially the best out of this Marvel bunch? Because we haven't had anybody above a C.
She's the best out of the Marvel bunch, and she's arguably one of the better ones out of the DC. It sounded like a terrible idea how they did her, but they kept adding stuff on to. It's like one of those things where you keep adding on, and like, well, maybe this will work better. Wait, maybe this will work better. Maybe this will work better. And overall, she turned out all right. Not great, all right.
I don't know. We'll see what everybody else does. Well, we can be here for now, but we do have a trash. We are ignoring JJ's trash.
We are ignoring JJ's trash. Next up, here we go. Polka Dot Man. Now, I know the movie made this character funny, but let's tell you the history of old Polka Dotty himself. You ready? Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay, Polka Dot Man. He went broke. He originally started off as somebody who had money, and he would get a polka dot suit. They technically weren't polka dots because they were different size things, but he'd use them for like bombs. Like you can see him on the Detective 220, right? Like he'd throw bombs or whatever. But he eventually just pretty much screwed up and got thrown in prison and lost all his money. Oh, you have him with a baseball bat. So when he went broke, he decided to then still don the suit, but the polka dots didn't do anything. And he decided to start robbing banks with a baseball bat. How does that go for you? I don't know, but apparently, yeah. So he was robbing him with baseball bats, and Batman couldn't capture him for some reason. So eventually, he just.
But seriously, real talk. You're a teller at a bank. Some dude comes in in some polka dot tights with a baseball bat and says, "Give me your money." Are you going to argue with him, or are you just going to say, "Dude, you're on camera. I'll give you the money. This ain't my money. Just go."
Yeah. Okay. So he's robbing the bank with bats. I don't know what else. I had something else. I can't remember what the other thing is. It definitely says he's a turd, though. He's a turd. All right, turd. Oh, he became an alcoholic. He just became a drunk, and they actually just started laughing at him because then whatever bar he was in, they'd make fun of him that he was there.
He's gonna get a movie bump.
He got chased down one time by Robin on a leopard. Robin rode a leopard, like the animal, and chased down Polka Dot Man with his baseball bat. True story.
Wait, Robin had his bat, or Polka Dot Man have his bat?
Polka Dot Man had the bat, and he was being chased.
And Robin was on the leopard.
On the leopard. People laugh at him because of it.
But he was in Suicide Squad.
He gave Calendar Man his props. He got a B. We did add. He only had Calendar Man only had one thing. I don't know. Batman on the cover calls him. He is not a fantastic criminal. He beats up old ladies, inheritance. Yeah, and their pearl necklaces.
We're getting
How is Polka Dot's getting C's? He's literally the laughing stock of these, like the James Gunn character where he's throwing up.
That's why they made him lovable.
Okay, I guess put him in C. He's not C, but I don't care what the cover said, JJ. I told you he was robbing people with a baseball bat. How does that even work? And then he just became an alcoholic. Literally, his last 20 appearances this criminal drunk and broke in a bar. That's it. He doesn't rob anybody. He doesn't do anything. He's just drunk and broke in a bar. Last 20 appearances. That's what that character is. And Marv gave that character a C. What the hell's going on in this world?
It's still below average.
It's a villain that doesn't do anything. He doesn't rob anybody.
In comparison to the other villains,
he doesn't commit crimes of erasing
a feature film appearance
or coloring stuff white
of import. Yeah, exactly. He's not a no-fake.
He just drinks at a bar. The fucking guy used to try to rob people with a bat, got chased down with a leopard, and now, for the rest of his life, gets drunk at a bar. See.
That's not what the cover said.
I know that's not what the cover said, but the cover's wrong. All right.
You got 2 reds and 1 blue.
Yeah, this is really bad. Oh, God, not flags, man. These are both bad, but this one is probably the worst. Lady Stilts. She has the stilt suit, but she added high fucking heels, and
because she's a lady.
Walk normally. She's very clumsy as a human being. So they gave her stilts. Like she got foiled one time because Daredevil pulled up a man cover and she fell down it with one leg.
That's kind of impressive.
Hmm?
Because, manholes aren't that big.
Everybody kicks her ass. Domino kicks her ass. Spidey kicks her ass. Deadpool kicks her ass. Everybody. She loses all the time. She never wins, never robs anything.
I am not.
You're on the same tier you put Polka Dot because at least she tries to rob stuff, though. So she's probably A tier at this point.
If this were Stiltman, I'd give him a Stiltman bump, but it's a lady Stiltman.
I was
so it's like
Stiltman on here.
Trying to make Stiltman cool,
I didn't think
artificial.
Anybody in S. I didn't put Stiltman, who also sucks. Stiltman was also bad. He was a dumb character. It's stupid. She's stupid, and
I'm not. Yeah, I can't do well for Lady Stiltman because there's nothing.
She literally calls herself Stiltman at one point because people make fun of her for calling herself Stilt Lady. So she calls herself Stiltman.
Well, Lady Stiltman.
Lady Stilt. Man, yes.
Which makes a lot of no sense.
Oh my gosh.
Her name was Lola.
We got a C. JJ once again's got a trash.
Stick's got a trash.
Oh, Stick's got a trash. Okay, trash. Trash it up.
2 trashes and a C.
Trash is a C. Marv's everyone Marv likes, everybody else hates. I don't know why that is.
No, I think Marv was wait, did Marv? Oh yeah, Marv did give the C for perseverance.
Okay.
I can't. I will err on the side of trash, honestly.
Now, this is
not a David Lynch movie.
No, and this is legit. They had a character here, pretty late on, not as early as everybody thinks, called Pencil, or the Eraser,
Just the Eraser.
Whose hat was a pencil top.
This was, goddamn, I got a deadline. What do I have around? I just have my paper and I have my pencil.
Yeah.
I guess my pencil's the bad guy today. Instead
of shooting out lead, would shoot out poisonous gas, the lead tips of his shoes, because he dressed like a fucking pencil. Backstory on this cat is that he grew up with brutes and everybody made fun of him. He decided to take off an ad in a paper to all criminals. He could erase. He did have a chemical that he could use to erase any. Supposedly, he could erase anything on the crime scene. But he took out an ad saying that, like, I don't know, for 20%.
It is not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, that he would clean up all the crime scenes. Batman, in all of his brilliance, couldn't figure out for a while how to catch this guy. He decided, well, wait, there's an ad. I'll just call it as Bruce Wayne, and I'll act.
Hey, Dom, welcome. He's heard enough.
Yeah. He said that he called the ad. He calls the ad and then poses as some organ grinder or something. And the trash guy sees the costume and says, hey, Bruce Wayne, we went to school together. The great detective didn't realize he went to school with this young lad. Eventually, he took off his helmet, and Bruce still couldn't figure it out. And then Bruce got captured by the Eraser, and Robin had to save him. And then Bruce got in the Batman costume, and then Bruce punched him after RA being knocked out by the Eraser. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. Great character.
Yep, that's how you put an end to it.
D trap.
Yep, we got some D's.
D it up. D it up.
Either way, I mean, we've already got 3 trashes for blue. It doesn't matter.
Well, Lady still did that too, right? Though.
Oh yeah, Lady Stilton trash.
Okay, so all I've left is one red, right?
Yep. This is another one.
I'll sell this guy. Actually, this guy isn't that bad.
Oh, sorry, the comic. Apparently, I didn't update the comic. My bad.
That's not where he first showed up. He first showed up in Cap, didn't he?
Yep. 3. I want to say 16. I'm not positive on the number.
Guy's name is Flag Smasher. So Flag Smasher was a rich kid again from Sweden. He got all these great things, went to all these top-notch schools and everything else, and then decided that he hated nations.
He couldn't figure out the map.
So he was going to smash all the flags and the whole earth, and they would just be one big earth with no countries whatsoever. Hated the UN, even though he was like kind of part of it for a while.
I pulled it down because I don't like the wrong comic show.
That's fine. And he hated Captain America because Captain America had a flag on him, and he thought that stood for everything that was wrong. That's how they became enemies.
You ever cross paths with Captain Britain or Union Jack?
Probably, yeah. You cross paths with all of them. He tried to destroy every government. That was his job. He would just go around and say, nope, no more nationalism.
That new guy. There's that new character who had like the South Korean flag on him. They just introduced him like in the last year or two. Can't think of him.
Well, Flag Smasher will go for him too.
Yes, Flag Smasher's probably got him next.
And that's how they decided to do that. CD, he's got a stylish suit, I guess. He did have a mace.
Yeah, the mace was kind of cool.
Yeah, C, I think he's garbage, but okay. C or D, what are we doing with him?
A lot of D's. There's more D's than this.
Okay. I was just wondering if those the Marv D was the D from the Eraser.
Oh, the Marv D was an Eraser D.
So it's a CD, so it comes down to us. What are we doing with this one, Pete?
Wait, doesn't Stick start the new D's?
Stick does. D.
Yeah, and JJ's got a D, and then James got a C.
D plus. D.
D. It's more D's
Honestly, I'm fine with a D because even though they used the character in Falcon and Winter Soldier, I really didn't like their take with the girl. Like, I don't know, I just rang hollow.
it was that flag. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait,
yeah,
what?
that was her. She was Flag Smasher, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. D was JJ's D was for Eraser.
Oh, that was for Eraser. Okay, stylish C. Okay, I get it.
No, he is not, but he does. Yes, he seems exactly like one of the nihilists from the big. We believe in nothing. We are nihilists. He does seem like one of them.
There it is.
My D was for Eraser. So what is your
Uki? That's I think the guy was talking about the Korean flag guy, the South Korean. Hero.
Nice.
Thanks,
so what is is it not a D? Are we not D'ing this character?
I'm still kind of a D because, like I said, I didn't love the TV version either.
I didn't like the comic version of it. The comic version sucked.
Yeah. But it had a cool look. I still
How
think
we go 2
hours
news and a segment about terrible cosplay, and then like the worst ever.
Yeah, you got black. You got a black cape. White and red. Those are strong colors. It's good look. You got to
put them in D. Let's get this done with.
Yep.
All right. Now this is going to be a weird one. We're going to add up and see who won, but more or less, we're just carrying over a couple characters, probably only 3 to the grand total. Okay, could you give me the red characters, the Marvel characters first?
Oh, you want Marvel first? All right, so we have 3, 13.
Oh, Jesus.
Minus 10, 3.
3 points. Okay. Can we have the blue characters, please?
We have 10. 16.
Yep.
6s. 22. Nothings. What did I say? Wait, did I say 16? No, I said 26. Minus 15. 11.
11.
DC's going to win with 11.
DC won with 11. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We got to find an even number. So 1 blue, 2 blues, 3 blues, 4. How do we have through C? How many blues are there?
In C, there's 3.
There's 3 there, and then there's no. How many are in B? 4,
B,
5.
There's 2 Bs.
Okay, so it's got to be 3. Okay, here comes the tiebreakers. Then we got to decide between. All right, which guy are we going to move?
We're taking 4.
Rocket. Yeah, we're taking 3. So the 3 from DC that are going on, we're going to put in the S tier. So it's going to be Kite Man. It's going to be Calendar Man and
the Condiment King.
Mm-hmm. Or we could go for worsts. Ooh, that could be interesting. Okay, so move those up so I can see that. Oh, well.
But then we're not going to know the final score of.
Well, then for Marvel, it's Ruby.
Well, I just want to get this saved so we have it.
Okay.
Download the image. Okay, so now I can mess with it.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Get out of here, McAfee. So these are our 3.
Okay, those are our 3. Okay. Those are our 3. So now in the A category, put up Ruby. We're gonna have Ruby.
Oh, for the red team, the Marvel.
Okay. So now, chat, are we putting up Rocket? Are we putting up Rocket Racer? I think it had more votes, so I think we should put up Rocket Racer. I think that's without a doubt. Put him up. Okay. So now for our third choice, we have Wheel.
Slug.
We have got Slug. We have Frog. And we have Rabbit.
White Rabbit.
Put those in the B line so we can see what we're looking at here. Wheel. Slug.
Leapfrog.
I think we can get rid of Slug. Guys, we can get rid of Slug, right? We're getting rid of Slug. Get rid of Slug. Slug's garbage.
All right. Big Wheel, Leapfrog, or White Rabbit.
All right. This is what I'm thinking. Rabbit. Stick says Rabbit. Anybody else? Rabbit going once.
Yeah, exactly, JJ. Can't turn it off. Can't get rid of it.
Rabbit going twice. Not going to do Big Wheel.
No Big Wheel? I don't know.
All right, leave comments below. You can leave comments below for right now. Why the hell was Leapfrog and B again? He wasn't.
No, JJ, it's just to pull him out so we can decide who's going to move on for the worst.
Right now, we're going to move White Rabbit up, but if you want to leave below, you want to think about it, maybe we'll put up a poll.
Yeah, this is not us ranking them in A. This is just we got 3 blues. We're going for 3 reds. Move on for the finals.
Our 3 DCs are Calendar Man, Condiment King, and
Kite Man.
Kite Man.
That's a strong 3.
Yeah,
bad characters.
Against Ruby, Rocket, and White Rabbit currently. That's some weak sauce.
That is weak. That the Marvel side is weak.
All right, that's what we got. You let us know, Pete.
Yeah, we can always change it later if you want to let us know in the comments.
Just writing it down.
For
so
for you rewatchers, people who can't watch it live, our friends in Europe,
go out there, do your research on Rocket. I think we'll be able to. Rocket Racer.
Dude, I'm just annoyed. I always see those Rocket books when flipping through Spidey's.
Oh yeah,
it's just like
White Rabbit and Ruby. Okay, and then DC's got Kite, of course.
Kite, Calendar, and Condiment.
Calendar. And then it's got Condiment. Okay. All right.
Go back to where they were.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Very good. So, Pete, is there anything else? Make sure you check out the Sunday show. Make sure you, of course, we actually this week on Star Wars. Yes, we're going to do a breakdown. You know, we've done them for months now, but we're going to do a full breakdown of High Republic, kind of like we were doing it before, where we did the first appearance list. We're going to re-update there. We're also going to tell you what's not there. We've been working on it for about a month now, but it seems like there's too much for one episode because we've got some good rumors kind of in there. A lot of stuff has come out, and they've done they're having a meeting right now. By the way, man, one of the creators of some of the High Republic stuff gave us a thumbs up and a like, which is nice, and a little heart. Which I guess.
Oh yeah, that was what's his name? Older, right?
Older, yeah. Yes, I did give a bunch of work to JJ.
He really does.
Yes. Got tons of work. So we're going to go through all that stuff. So we're going to have a whole hit list of first appearances. We're going to tell you what characters are alive and what's dead. We're kind of going to tell you what worked in so far in the High Republic across all the medians. What so far has worked and what has been a complete and utter failure. We will cover some novels. We'll cover some comic books, and then we'll rank. We're going to actually rank over the next 2 weeks. We're probably going to start off with novels first, novels first, and then we'll do comics on the back end. Our favorite top 10 novels or products, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure something out for you guys on the ranking system.
Oh, shoot, that's gonna be my work.
That is your work. You've been okay. With that being said, we might actually just have 15 and then say yo, that's what it is. But we might have more. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll talk it through. It's only Wednesday. We got time to figure that out.
Yeah, a lot, but we will. So that's what we have coming up there. Pete, do you have anything else exciting going on this week?
No, we'll have Dollar Bin Digging. I was going to try to do What Not Sale, but I'm going to wait until next week and do as part of the Star Wars weekend. So before the next weekend Star Wars show, I might do a Whatnot before our show. So Star Wars now.
We are working. We do have the big outline, but it has been a work in progress, and we're working. Hopefully these 2 shows come off really good. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for subbing here over on Rennavision. Make sure you
keep telling your friends. Let's keep growing this thing. Let's add more subs so we can do a big giveaway at 1,500.
That'd be nice. Oh, we have no comic books. We do have no comic. You guys won't have to suffer through one of my comic book reviews this week.
Oh, that's right. This week there's no books. It's kind of sad.
I can take a week off then. It's going to be the Pete and JJ and Jedi show. Jedi's back. That's good news. And we got Dom.
We got Dom.
Yeah, but me and Dom are going to take the week off. We already did Pulse. Dom did Pulse last week. We worked too hard. All right.
Well, he might want to talk about the Legos I talked about today.
Or the Black Hay.
Or the Black Hay. Yeah, that's right. They're Black Series. We could get those Black Series characters.
Maybe we could do the top 5 worst Black Series figures.
Hey, I'm always a fan of doing the worst. We want to get back to doing some of the bootlegs or some of the weird Star Wars products. I'm always game for that too.
The HVAC. Do you guys know did I tell you about the time that the heat broke in my house just recently?
I don't know if you told the story.
Somebody wants an HVAC thing. So the downstairs, there was. Oh, this was wasn't it 2 weeks ago?
A couple of weeks ago. This was not that long
weeks ago. So a couple of weeks ago, it was right before a huge storm. Yeah, huge snowstorm, and all of a sudden the downstairs furnace started making this loud screeching noise. If you ever hear it, just be ready for this. So it was the inverter motor Pretty easy to find out, but it's the one that pushes the carbon out of your furnace before it goes.
Ah.
And you know me, as you all know, Pete. 2 things I'm very famous for: being cheap and wanting to repair stuff myself. 2 things I find fascinating.
2 words I like: peppy and cheap.
Yeah. So this was not a cheap repair, but it was cheaper than it was going to be. The wife was kind of worried because she's like, it's below, I think it got down to 3 or whatever. So she was really worried that
3.
Yeah, pipes were going to freeze and stuff. I'm like, it's not exactly how that works, but. And then I didn't want to explain how that works, but it was just like, she's like, should we turn the water on and run it? So we go to try to find the part. The problem is the guy who built this house in 2000, somewhere between 2002 and 2006, somewhere there, he decided to build with, well, not just them, but the other people. They decided to get good stuff, but they'd get all the people that they knew to build it, and the people would buy like items that were, shall we say, retiring. So, because they get super good deals on, like, if you're going to put 2 furnaces in, like I got 2 air conditions. So they're discontinuing an air conditioner. Fine. The air conditioner works well. We're going to put it on the house. The problem being with these products is when they discontinue them, they're going to stop making the repairment parts because they've already discontinued them. That's why they're discontinued. So they're not going to make the repair part. So the repair part for this motor, and it really is, it's just like this little plastic thing, got a little motor on the inside, pushes the gas up before you can start your furnace up to make sure that you're not killing yourself with carbon monoxide. But it has now been almost 20 years. This house is probably about 12, 18 years old. Yes.
You fixed the furnaces like a
so we have to go look, and at one point I look and they're like, yo, the part is going to be, I don't know, how much was the part? I can't remember. The part probably a couple $100. I said, not a bad deal. And they said the delivery on the part, however, if you just want the regular delivery, okay, it'll be 10 days-ish, business days. I'm like, well, that's not good. Heats out. What about 2 to 3 days? Oh, that'll be a whopping $60. Or no, sorry, $45. And I'm like, well, I'm too cheap to pay that. Refusal. And then my wife's like, hey, if the thing goes out, we're going to have no heat. And I said, yeah, it won't go out. It's, it says it's gonna, but it doesn't mean it's going to go out. Well, it went out. So the next day we looked and they said rush delivery, even in a snowstorm, $75 to go across one state borderline.
See, you cost yourself an extra $30 by hesitating.
So, yeah. So I did, and I got it. The problem with it is this. When we go to put it in there, you do have to have your out filter line, the line that goes out to push the carbon, carbon monoxide outside because not good for you. As you know, these things now aren't, because they make an OEM part. However, the OEM part has to fit, but it's already a discontinued item, very hard item. So maybe the one that originally came on this discontinued furnace, even with the OEM, doesn't line up exactly perfectly. Like you have to drill holes now into the furnace to get it to cast. You have to cover up the other holes where the other drill points were pretty accurate, but not exactly on. But what they did was they took the exit thing and they decided to drill through the cast of this fucking motor, the cast casing of the motor, and through the pipeline. So now I have 2 options. I can either try to drill through cast in the freezing cold and put there, and it would have a chance of ruining the entire motor. Not doing that. Or I could try to find the little zip thing. I found, like the little tighten down, the screw thing. And then
Yeah.
I did that. It kind of worked. I put a neck on it, and now I have a carbon monoxide monitor over there. I did call in the meantime when they said it was going to be $70 to ship to try to get the HVAC people out. And they said it would be $300 just to show up. And that's non-refundable. And that doesn't include their hourly rate of them being there, nor does it include the parts and service. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But it has now been 2 weeks and my heat works. Thank you very much for that. So there's your HVAC story of the day. It's actually very easy to replace. YouTube's an amazing place. Amazing place.
It is. You can learn almost anything. Make weird egg sandwiches.
you can learn a lot of stuff. I'm really into these new. There's these things I'm watching now. There's these little 2-minute things, and they tell you all these little stories about different stuff.
How to make a fire pit out of a plastic bucket and
No. They tell you like interesting things like at one point China was trying to do like counterfeit. They had made the perfect counterfeit $100 bill, but by the time that they could get enough into production line, the U.S. had already switched it over to use those hologram parts, so that kind of they didn't get any money out of it. Drone delivery stuff.
Lethal Weapon 4 is what you're talking about. You're watching Lethal Weapon 4?
Who?
You.
No. Oh, I'm rewatching Justify. I was watching Justify clips. Now I think
I was thinking of the counterfeit.
Oh yeah.
Before too,
why is 90% of Asians are lactose intolerant? It's called Half as Interesting. It's definitely a rabbit hole you can go down. And let me turn the volume off here, and I'll tell you some of the great titles that you might be able to pick up with this. The guy does plug a lot, but it's like 2 to 3 minute videos, so it's kind of all right with what he does here.
Yeah, he makes fun of me for watching wrestling videos. Recapping
there was one that was like, what's the shortest? This was kind of interesting. There's a company that one time, because if you put your stuff on a train, you actually didn't have to pay a tax. So they would literally put this on this train that would go half a mile and then back a half a mile. That was the whole train track. And they could avoid taxes on it, and they avoid millions of dollars of taxes on it. That was pretty brilliant. Talks about how to make your own currency is another great one. They were talking about Mickey Mouse and Disney and how they did their own currency and how you could do it. Let's see what other. Oh, what was very interesting? There's lots of buildings in LA apparently that have oil rigs in them. Did you know this? Very interesting. Yes, like think about it. Like the West, they had a bunch of oil. Like there's a bunch of oil in California. So how do they get out? They do oil rigs, but they make fake buildings. So there's oil rig going on a fake building. And by the way, in New York, to get some of the subway poo gas out, they have fake buildings that they cover up. They facade it with the building. It looks like a natural building, and then it goes up, and it's like a thing, and then that's where the gas for the thing goes. It's pretty interesting. They do interesting things.
I'm also intrigued by the DeLorean coming back that JJ had posted.
That's also interesting too. There was a guy who got drunk one time and traded futures and ended up putting a bank out of business. That's kind of interesting. There was a guy who it talks about a bunch of weird stuff. The railway. It was a U.S. Canadian railway, and the railway was 100-foot freight railway so that they could get away with not paying taxes. Brilliant in my mind. I wish I had that. So anyways, check that out. Half is interesting, but it's very interesting stuff. Scaffolding laws. I don't know. I found that type of stuff. That's what I watch on the YouTubes. But we appreciate you watching this on the YouTube. So
absolutely.
They built a monorail system to go only 1.5 miles. Is that Detroit? That's got to be us. We have a monorail system that goes nowhere.
The monorail.
Oh, they did that in Indy too? Yes, we have a monorail too, but for the longest time, it went nowhere. It literally went.
That was the Simpsons.
No, it's here. Like we have one called the Detroit Monorail. It literally goes like it would go. There were so many abandoned places at one point. You could go to Joe Louis Arena, the financial district, which was always closed after 5 o'clock, anyways, because everybody would leave town. Then you could go to Greektown, kind of, but they didn't have the casino there, so it's still kind of shady at the time.
Carried over to the West Coast crowd.
Yeah. You're on West Coast time. Excellent. Nice. Oh, it does tell you something that don't ever live on the westmost portion of a time zone because you actually will have a worse life and you get screwed.
What?
Yeah, it's something has to do with like because the time of the sunset and sunrise, like you'll get sun first on the east side of it, but not on the west. And it also there's also one that tells you about like why is in every city, why is the east side poorer than the west side? And it has to do originally with like stink fumes. You know what I mean? Like, because it stunk because of the way that westerly winds work, which I don't understand how you could be a flat earther in like westerly winds. The fucking wind goes in a circle in the west and above the line. Like it's got to be.
It doesn't go in a circle if the earth is flat. It just goes one way.
No, I know, but then like what easterly get taken over? But easterlies come in and get taken over by westerly winds. Like I don't get it. I don't understand, but that doesn't talk about that in there. Maybe they'll have a video about that one day. I don't know.
Maybe.
There was a guy. They did talk about how a guy stole pennies and just made it great. And
we're not going back to the penny plunderer.
It was. They had the real life penny plunderer. Oh, it does have a very interesting one on why terrible movies always come out in February.
That's not true.
That there's 3 months. There actually, it's more than that.
It used to be. It used to be.
No. They use statistical data, Pete.
It used to be.
This is not true. Look, the Russians say true. I can read Russian. It says he says true.
You know what came out in February? Black Panther. You know what else came out in February? Deadpool.
They weren't expecting them to do well. That's why.
I know they weren't expecting them to do well. That's what I'm saying. That's an old narrative.
No. Because he says there's no competition, and those movies wouldn't have done as well if it wasn't for them having February. And there's like something in the summertime where it's like, I think August is the best, but like there's a back end.
August is not the best. August is where they throw all the movies left over.
That's what it is. August is the leftover one. But at the beginning, because the kids get out of school, there's like 3 or 4 spots where they put it. And statistically, those are where the worst movies, but it gives them a chance.
Silence of the Lambs.
Right. February does have a winner every once in a while, but Silence of the Lambs, if it went against the other blockbusters of the era, would have done as well, is what they were saying.
That was the old thinking, though. That's the old thinking of the time. Was
no, it's still the thinking.
February, they do all the love stories. They do Valentine's Day.
Uncharted. Not good.
Look at all the movies is now being released on what they consider a good weekend, which is Presidency Weekend.
The theory, it didn't double J. If you look overall, just because you have one hit in a February doesn't mean that's debunking it, because there's more than one February. Black Panther came out how many years ago, by the way? Isn't it like 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, well, that's not that long.
6
years is not that long.
6 years and only having one good movie in 6 years in that month is pretty bad, I would say.
I said 2. You also had Deadpool.
So 2 movies out of thousands of movies.
But what my argument is my argument is those, even if you just take those 2 movies over the last 5 years, if you take the last 50 years before that, you probably still only have like 2 movies. That's what I'm saying. Like
no. He does it. He does the whole thing. It is like every once in a while there is like, I mean, Waterworld, I think, come out in February. You know, that's a great.
No, it's not every. It's the movie market has changed. Like every month now has hits. Like now they feel fine putting those big movies.
No, the hits that happen
used to happen
because there's no competition. I suggest you watch it. It'll make more sense.
Used to be. That's old. This some old. I don't know what you're watching, but I'm betting you it's some old guy with some old antiquated.
You just said 6 years ago was the last time there was a good movie in February. No, he doesn't say that. He says that there is good movies, but it's like one instead of having hit after hit after hit. And then also 2, you don't want to put it in February because that's the cutoff for the season, so it's the last end. So typically those don't win Oscars and awards and stuff like that.
I think Hunger Games is also a March hit. Captain Marvel. All I'm saying is
Hunger Games is going to be good.
In the last like
Captain Marvel wasn't a hit.
Every month, it made a ton of money for them. It did. You might not think it's a critical success, but it still made them money.
Yeah, it made, because there's nothing else out. That's why they put it in that month, because it's a dump month. So
no, they put it in that month because now it doesn't matter.
The worst product in that month, so it does well.
No, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what month. People go to the movies whenever now. It's not a thing that people just do in the summertime. It used to be the thing that people only did in the summertime, and they only went at Christmas break.
They do it in the holidays too. There's like 3 golden eras and 3 crappy eras.
I'm just saying that's the old way of thinking. Now they release anything whenever they want.
No, they always released it. You always have to have stuff in there. You're missing the point. Watch the video. He does a better job.
You're missing my point. My point is they would put the garbage or worst movies in those spots because they couldn't make money, or they thought they couldn't make money. But now that they realize they can make money, they are now spreading out their tent poles across the calendar. So it's not just all in the summer or all around Christmas.
No,
they're staggering everything.
You're wrong. They still put
the year.
But hey, when was Endgame?
April.
Okay. So it's not February. When was what was the other movie that year that came out that they were trying to do good? What was the Christmas movie that year?
Christmas movie.
I guarantee. Yeah. Okay. When was does Spider-Man come out? When did Spider-Man come out? The last
I'm telling you, I pay attention to this crap because I'm a movie geek. I'm telling you, they've scattered. It's a newer thing. The last decade or so, it's different now. The market is different. That's all I'm saying.
You're missing the point. They still try to put a decent movie in there, one that maybe not draws.
But they didn't used to. They do that now. They didn't used to. They used to throw their absolute garbage trash.
Silence of the Lamb. No. He goes through it. He says that actually for a long time. He said for a long time that they would do more around that time too, because it was a niche market, but because it had no competition, it could do really well.
Trying to feed me info.
Just watch it. I'm telling you.
I gotta watch it. I'm saying I paid attention to this stuff too, just because
you can't take the anomaly of this year of it. Watch it. Silence of the Lamb is the perfect example. My man, Planet Arizona Comics, has already let you know.
Black Panther, Passion of the Christ, Deadpool, the Lego Movie. Hit.
Yeah, all movies. Time out. Once again, you're proving my point. Passion of the Christ is a niche market that's not going after everybody. The only reason it did well was because it had zero competition. Please, in that month, Sticks, if you want to do it, tell us what the other movies were. Right. The other movies was Bag of Balls, Nuts to the Head, Sack Punching, and anal probing. Yay!
And the Lego Batman movie.
What?
They both made Get Out and the Lego Batman movie.
Yes, Get Out. Once again, a horror movie that had zero competition. Exactly.
What about Lego Batman?
Lego Batman didn't have. It was a movie to try to get kids out. It had nothing.
Both came out the same year together in February.
Lego Batman didn't come out in the same year as Get Out.
2017. Lego Batman movie, 2017. Get Out. They both made $175 million.
So 1 year.
Well, that's 1 year. And 50 Shades of Grey, 2015. The SpongeBob movie, 2015. You also had Hannibal.
SpongeBob movie, really?
Dragon,
the
Hedgehog.
The acclaim hit the SpongeBob movie, huh? That's what you're going with? That's your top
movie? $162 million, apparently.
Yeah, because there's nothing else out. That's my point. You can make good money on crappy movies.
No. Well, I mean, yes, you can. But my point...
February this year. Yeah.
My point is that they wouldn't have released a Black Panther in February
if they thought Black Panther was going to do as what I'm telling you this. If they thought Black Panther was going to do as good as it did, there's no way in shit they would have been releasing that thing in February. They would have,
because it doesn't. It's not the same anymore. That's what I'm telling you. It's not the same.
It is. They didn't think it was. They put it there to try to give it a shot, and it hit a home run for them. They really did. Same thing with that. Like, that's what you do when you have
they stagger their movies. They announced they have time slots. They have every 3 months. There's an MCU release.
Don't think are going to do. The point is, they put the movies they don't think is going to do well in February or
They don't care. It's not about that. It's just a matter of their schedule. They're putting a movie in February. They're putting a movie in May. They're putting a movie in July. They're putting a movie in December.
They're not
going to do it again.
They're not putting
December, November.
They're not putting Endgame in November. They're not doing Civil War in February. They're not doing Spider-Man in February. They're not doing that
because they feel like they're building towards the May month.
Oh, because blockbusters still come out in Christmas and summer break.
Christmas even is still a newer phenomenon than most, because Christmas is a time when they start throwing everything at the wall. That's when you're trying to get all those last minute Oscar things in. We'll get a short movie for at least a week in theaters to get it qualified for the Oscars. Well, don't even get me started on the Oscars. They got a Twitter vote this year. You hear that?
No, I don't even know what an Oscar is.
The Oscars, the Academy Awards, probably the most prestigious movie awards that they have. But now they're adding a Twitter vote. Which is what I'm saying. They're making it the MTV Awards. So even the most snobby, like uptight awards are now becoming a joke.
Yeah, but they finally figured out Planet Arizona Comics. They finally figured out that you have to do something with your kids, that parents don't want them sitting around at home because they'll drive them nuts. Nutso Magutso. So they figured families will go out.
It was honestly, I think it was Lord of the Rings.
Come along, great Christmas movie.
No, it was, but what I'm saying is, as far as like the blockbuster goes in the Christmas time, it was really Lord of the Rings, I think, that kind of opened that door right around 2000.
No. Our lifetime has been Christmas movies being
but not a Christmas movie. What I'm saying is release a movie that's not Christmas related. During Christmas. to make movies, to make money. Like Lord of the Rings has nothing to do with Christmas. It has nothing
really
to holiday around. Like you're gonna get holiday hits like Home Alone because it takes place at Christmas. Like people want to see the Christmas.
Home Alone, but Home Alone. What other stuff came out in December? That there's a lot of hits in December. They do that.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Lord of the Rings kind of opened the door for the fantasy.
Is it only like the
action and
50th Academy Awards? What Academy Awards is it? 50. So over the last 50 years, they've been putting blockbuster hits.
What, Academy? No, Academy Awards closer to 80 years.
Huh?
What are you asking about? Academy Oscars?
Really?
Yeah, they go back to it's like the 80th or 80s, whatever. Like Gone with the Wind.
Right, blockbuster out on Christmas.
Wasn't it Christmas?
I don't know, man.
I have no idea either. Those were the times when movies would play for like 2 years. The movies would be out in the theater for like literally 2 years.
Yeah, no, it didn't matter where they premiered. It's like, yeah, everybody's like Star Wars. It's you're like, yeah,
like the movie would come to your town
in the summer. People didn't get to see it till fucking Christmas, for Christ's sakes.
Well, you had to wait because it was like 3 towns over. They had to bring the film reels to you. Like you had to wait for that fucking thing to travel to your theaters.
I ever tell you where I saw Jedi? I saw Jedi in someplace. It's not there anymore. It's called, well, neither's a Toys R Us. So there used to be this is a city called Westland. Everybody called it Wasteland. It was something called the Quo Vadis. It was this yellow building, and like it had 2 floors. Okay, it had an upstairs one, and you could get in from the outside upstairs. You had to buy your tickets, but you could get in from the outside upstairs. And that's how you're supposed to go. But what they didn't know too is like you could sneak in through the fire escape inside and get upstairs. Now upstairs they had a bar, and like it was full on like smoking, drinking, costing the whole 9 yards. Downstairs they have all the kiddie movies and everything else.
Titanic was that was an odd duck. That lasted for that movie. That was like a marathon runner.
Yeah. Anyways, so what to how I had to get to Jedi.
That was 97 though. So yeah,
was my dad went like, yo, all you boys hang out down here. And he taught us this trick, and it ruined him. He shouldn't have done it, but he's like, because they wouldn't let, you couldn't watch a Jedi at the time. So the adult one upstairs, though, you could get in. So he went up upstairs and then popped open the like emergency exit door. And we all had tickets, but he bought all the tickets, then got us in through the front, because you go in through the front door and then he'd sneak us out to the exit, and then we'd all go up through the exit, up through the exit, and then go up, and then we were in there. The hallways just, there's no fucking ventilation. The hallway's just fucking billowing of smoke. You know what I mean? Everybody's drinking beers. And since we were little kids, he rushed us so nobody would see us and rushed us like right into the theater. And that's how I got to see Jedi, which is kind of cool. Oh, geez. Another message, Pete.
All right. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Stick sending me now. What the hell is this? Just for the day? Why'd you send me a day?
All right.
Change it. But anyway. We'll put that down. I want to argue that point. Anyway.
Next week we'll argue about more into. Watch that video though. I'll send you the link. You should watch it.
Yeah, you can send me the link.
I think when you see it, you're gonna be like, I agree. You translated what was in the video incorrectly or not clear enough. Because we're kind of saying a similar thing. I just think.
No, I know. All I was saying is that the idea has kind of changed in the last decade or so. It's just.
Well, I think he goes all the way up to whatever with it, because he does mention that Get Out thing. He mentions Get Out. So but that has to do with the horror thing. That's why they would release horror movies around this time, is because it's a niche, or more of a niche market thing. Probably, I bet you all the Saws were released in
they were released more like January time. Well, actually, October is also another one. But yeah, October and January, for whatever reason, were always times when they threw horror, because January was a month where they dumped shit. They usually just dump crap.
Yeah, that's yeah. So January, February. It says February, but like I said, it's like he takes the calendar and bricks it. So it's like January, February. You know what I mean? And then it's like there's another time, and then there's another time he does it. Power times. All right, let's go. I'm tired.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But yeah, that's all we got. So I guess we'll see you guys soon. Make sure you come back Sunday for the Star Wars show.
Oh yeah, make sure you see Dollar Bin Digging. It's been going well.
Oh yeah, I still got to figure out what I'm going to write about for tomorrow. So that's how quickly I come together with something.
Come out yet.
I haven't even thought what books I want to cover yet. But maybe some of these trash characters will inspire me to cover some of their books.
Exorcist released the day after Christmas. Hey, are we winning in the Olympics? Is anybody even watching that? All right.
Yeah. No, not really. But on that note, we'll see you guys later.